I've been trying to fight the demons in my mind. I'll prevail with every battle if I'm right. Guess my aim was off, the target's out of sight. Would I be better if I left it all behind? 'Cause we could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way.
Hello, CSC. It's me, your favorite elite player and caster, King, here today with God's most drunkest driver, Starly.
I
How are
That's
you?
not my title. That's not what we agreed upon in the
That-
stream, you asshole.
that's. I'm sorry. We're off the top of the dome here today. I'm sorry, Starly. You know how it is. All right,
Dude,
look. We got our first map coming in. We got we have
I was lied
Inferno.
to. I was lied to.
We were promised no Inferno by our production today, and yet we will be casting Inferno today, folks, as well as Dust 2. We've never been more back.
God, please grant me a 2-0. Either way. I'll take it. I'll take
Well,
it
if
either
it's
way.
a
I
2-0,
got
like
no
if we go to a map 3, we might be seeing Nuke today.
I don't want to see Nuke, man. I just want
I'm sorry. Did you say you don't want to see Nuke?
the American people are tired of
Well,
three map
your
series.
decider is Anubis
Waiter,
today.
waiter. My steak has been too juicy these past 2 weeks in stream. My lobster too buttery. Can we just get some? Can we just get a stomp, please? I got no horse in this race. I don't know about you, King, but
I've been OS's transaction manager this season, so I feel like that's like it's like the outline of a horse. It's like if somebody
there.
like kind of drew a picture of a horse
It's
from
like that.
memory, and
It's like
then
that meme of like the horse, like the half like really good horse and the half really bad horse, but you took the
yes,
two
yes,
bad. You took the two bad halves, like
or
a
it's
first
like that
grader.
one. It's like that one like slop game where you just kind of like race horses, but the horses are like really like
Yeah,
evil
they're all like,
looking.
it's like co-op controls, but like you also don't control it. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Like that
I
that's the type of horse that I have here on the Shinobi. Although I will say the Shinobi I do believe are reigning contender champion. So I
uh,
don't think there's anyone from that roster still on this season's roster, but hey, that's got to count for something.
I'm actually very upset that we saw Inferno because I believe we were discussing this on the call beforehand, but I'm pretty sure this was like a borderline permaban for both teams. I'm just looking now that GF has a 1-2 record on it, although they did beat DRG in the very first round of playoffs on it.
Mm.
And I think OS might have that as their permaban, or if it's not Overpass, it would have been Inferno next. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of a punishment pick because OS hasn't played it yet this season, but I mean, you're also 1-2 on that map, so
Right. Maybe they're just kind of hoping that they can piece together enough out of what I assume the Barracudas are thinking is just like a lack of knowledge on the part of OS as to how Inferno will play. But we'll have to see. Really, we'll have to see once we get in. I personally don't mind some Inferno gameplay. I know that that's a controversial take around these parts because God forbid that I love taking 80 utility damage every single round within the first 30 seconds, as is my right as an American.
I mean, that's totally right. I don't hate casting it. I just don't like playing it because of the aforementioned reasons. I do wonder because I have to bring up the Tuesday stream, and I know you were watching it because you were in chat, being a very naughty boy, mind you, in chat.
Was I?
Yeah, I saw some of the posts you had. You were like literally asking some random in the chat for like a picture of like feet. But
Okay, no, I do. Okay, yeah, that's out of context. I'm not.
no, it's not. Like,
I'm
what
being
possible
slandered.
context could you give to like salvage your
I'm being
reputation?
slandered, folks.
No, you're
I,
not. It's just the truth.
an agent of Xi Jinping is trying to get me. They're trying to get me, folks. They're trying to get me specifically.
You were the one who wanted to cast with me. I got Cool Guy in for a day, and then you came begging at my doorstep as if you had been dropped at like the orphanage and like a by like a pelican or something. Is that even the
Is
right
that
bird?
no? It's like a
It's
stork.
it's
I think
Stark.
a pelican's the one with like the big ass fucking feet, dude. What are you talking about?
What? No, but I am kind of curious now because like I mentioned before, hopefully Gone Fishing has a better understanding of the map than that Challenger game because the wow wee wow that was kind of like the slop bowl of playoffs, if I could give an analogy.
Hmm.
It was like edible enough, or it was watchable enough. There were a lot of hype moments. There was great CS being played, but like if you really dig down and you look at the fact that like that match was like kind of like the equivalent of being organized by private equity just to maximize like viewer retention.
Right. It's like you're getting like an $18 salad only to wind
Yes.
up kind of getting diarrhea parasite a few days later.
Yeah, but like the chicken was good. Like the dressing
exactly.
was really really
Yeah,
good,
the
right?
chicken and the
But
dressing
then
were pretty good, but
and then you get
it's
the
like
explosive.
you did get diarrhea.
It's not just any kind of diarrhea, mind you. It was the explosive version too, which was
Is it
unfortunate.
really? I haven't been tapped into the
That's what they've been
diarrhea parasite.
that's what they've been describing it as. Personally
Mm.
speaking, like my viewing preferences at this point, or my casting preferences at this point, could be best described as explosive diarrhea. I think Inferno is my most casted map at this point.
Right.
But
It calls for you specifically. There's something like you have a deep connection with the Italian people. Everyone
I mean,
knows
I'm just
this.
blocking that number. Like, I'm just never gonna play this map. But Inferno into Dust 2 into Anubis. I mean, at least CSC stopped playing Ancient every time. I'll say that much. What
Yeah,
happened? What happened?
I feel like we've been seeing more. What am I? What? Okay,
Are you
this is the
okay?
warm up. I was wondering what I was watching here.
Yeah.
Um, um, yeah, no, Inferno, folks, explosive diarrhea, reigning contender champions versus.
Yeah.
And Mr. Production, this time I'm actually positive that the teams are swaps. I'm actually like 100% sure this time for real.
Well, that's okay because we're still looking at the ban screens. So
I'm saying this because I allegedly gaslit Mr. Production
it was
last time I casted.
you.
Allegedly,
You are trying to be a lawyer. There was nothing alleged about your gaslight last week.
it hasn't been proven in the court of law.
I okay, so I will call. Okay, so I'm just gonna submit a ticket on you then. That's fine.
That would require you to have to rejoin the
I will
CSC
do it.
Discord
I will
server.
do it. I will do it just to see your downfall. I will do it.
I know that's
But
right. I know that's right. Getting Starly, getting you to do anything is just a matter of like attaching a carrot, but the carrot has to be like another successive degree of pocket watching.
yes, of course. I chase it like a moth to the flame. But
I know that's right. I know that's right, folks.
I do. I mean, as much as I personally, obviously, not for the good of the league, but personally don't want to see three maps, I think I could definitely see it going all three because Dust 2 is. I know OS is 2-0 on it in playoffs. Like the regular season record hasn't been as impressive. OS did play 14 seeded Boo, and they also barely beat Nan 13-11, which makes me a little confused as to why they think it's so strong. I almost would have thought that they would have picked Nuke or Anubis outright over it, given the fact that they have, I guess, similar margins of victory on Nuke, especially, but nothing to show for it on Anubis yet this season. But, well, less thoughts, more yapping. Glory to Italy. Glory to Inferno.
Glory to the Italian people, folks. Glory to the Italian people. Let's get this pistol round underway.
Two smokes off the rip for the T's.
Got some util on some gone fishing folks here. Got 4 going towards B with Mr. Andy J throwing that Molotov into apartments. 003 is just going to peek down mid and rip off Sprite's head within the first 20 seconds, and that's not very good. Almost no damage back to him on that. Andy J is a little bit active in apps here. Some presence of Inferno. Looks like OS is going to surrender car control without much of a fight. Just a little bit of damage exchange. The T's do have car control, but there are 3 defenders here at the B bomb site.
It looks like Andy is.
Still in.
I thought he was going to call the troops back towards A, but now I'm a little concerned because the T's are walking to an outright 3v3 on B, and I mean with 3 CTs present.
Yeah, it looks like Andy J might. Yeah, it looks like it's going to plan. They've drawn 1 away, and that is going to be a kill undo formally verified by Alex. And they're going to run down Banana and walk right into an open B bomb site. Andy J's 1 apartment smoke just drawing bodies away from the B bomb site and into OS's crosshairs. Looks like Andy J might get a kill on the lurk here. He's at least keeping the attention of the Gingy? Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, no, this is a great post point for Gone Fishing. 003 goes down. Bot finds himself with a bullet between the eyebrows. This is good recovery for starting around essentially immediately 4v5.
Yeah, and I mean, credit where credit is due. GF's aim was good enough to get them into that B bomb site. I am kind of shocked that OS was so itchy to rotate off B on a single lurk smoke for balcony, given that there was really no footsteps backing it up. And you can kind of feel that, like, as soon as that gap presented itself, GF took the absolute right timing and just burst through it. I wasn't sure who exactly pushed up in Banana to re-clear car at the same time, but just OS a little bit scatterbrained, a little bit too spread out. Especially on a pistol round where it's like, let's be real, King. Like, the aim is always just a straight coin flip on pistols.
Yeah.
But just, I think, a little too exploratory, a little too jittery, if you will. Which I'm gonna, do a little pocket watching. But I feel like in semifinals of playoffs, like,
I mean, it is sort of like, and again, I think this is what the first time OS have played Inferno all season. Is that a factual statement?
yeah, because GF is punish picking them on it.
Right, and I mean, like, I think that you saw a little bit of that here. I mean, it was like we saw an that A lurk smoke come out in apartments, and it was just like an immediate, like, chomping at the bit, immediate rotate. Getting a little too exploratory at car and kind of just giving over a free kill, and from there the round really was just wide open for the Barracudas. After a brief technical pause, we are going to get back into things. It looks like OS, few upgraded pistols, but GF, obviously off the back of that round win, are going to be buying in here. No AKs out, but 2 Galils and some SMGs to go down. Like, early car control out, and Banana taking almost 100 damage to that Molotov. That grenade going to take him down to 16. Yeah, alright, that is a wide open B-bomb site. Looks like they've actually got the bomb, bring it over. Jinji is going to get a kill on Andy J here. I wonder if we're going to be seeing more of Andy J in apartments throughout this half. But this is a wide open bomb site, and barring absolute catastrophe, should be a Gone Fish in second.
Yeah, I do wonder if Andy's going to play in that apartments for the entire half. Obviously, we're working on a 2-rand sample size, but you and I love making assumptions off of small sample sizes.
I know this.
Yeah, it's our bread and butter, but I do wonder how much of a pest he's going to be in apartments. He's already faked them out once. You would think that the thought process of OS should be that we shouldn't get faked out again, but how many times is Andy J going to, pressure that? He's going to bring a friend. Obviously, things get nasty in a hurry, if he were. One thing I also want to do, and I understand, I should really stop. My doctor says I should stop doing this so much on the pocket watching. I do not like the upgraded pistols on a map like Inferno, where the CT util matters a ton. Look at Banana's econ, look at Bot's econ at 3,900 and 3,800 respectively. They're either going to suffer in the weapons department, or they're going to suffer in the utility department, and I think suffering in the utility department, especially for the B players here, is not a good idea. You're surrendering car control almost immediately at the start of the round. You can't put the hurt on that tight corridor in Banana if you don't have the nades, if you don't have the mollies, you don't have the HEs to actually make it work. And, I mean, again, I keep referencing the series, but Tuesday series should tell you a lot that giving up Banana control 10 seconds into the round is a death sentence on this map.
Yeah, it looks like Banana is going to take the lesser weapon and get upgraded, or get some utility, although Sprite is going to take out 003 almost immediately, and we can see Gone Fishing. I mean, just throwing some very basic car util, but it's working. I mean, they're getting car control, at least at the outset, although it looks like this round they've been warded off by some smokes. We can see, I believe that's out. Stuck. Oh my. Andy J blinds bot and collects a free kill. Throws another lurk smoke. Looks like this is going to be a finish. A lot riding on Jinji's shoulders right now. But it does also look like kind of keeping these OS players anchored over on the B-bomb side. He gets one. If he can isolate another duel or two,
That lurk smoke is working against GF now, by the way. That kind of torch, but with just one player here, Alex will find a kill on the Jinj, and the player
Whoa.
shut down. Was in library, excuse me.
Flex absolutely just ripping Banana's head off. Formerly verified. Left with 64 HP in CT spawn. There's nothing left for him here. Although it looks like he might not even get to take that M4 into the next round. Alright, Strite's not ready for him to be in an off angle, and Formerly Verified continues to kind of get a little close here. He is getting boxed in. If you look at the mini-map, it looks like Jiben is starting to kind of box him in here. As Plex begins to prowl. GF really would like to take this rifle away. A lot. That's a lot of damage. 10 HP. Uh-oh. And the rifle is gone.
I wonder how much Andy's work in the first 2 rounds has already had an impact, because you saw Jiben command, but in a 3v5, mind you, 2 CTs on Banana. I don't know if that was a call from OS to just say, like, the round looks cooked already, just hold your ground on Banana. But this time Andy brought friends, and it was basically 4v1 on that bomb site. The rotates for B were so late. And again, they don't have abs control. Andy's in there every round. It's starting to be a bit of a problem where OS doesn't have any map. And I think it's like
classic 5 misses down mid. Banana does get one on his pivot. He's trying this one back on a 003. Verified. Alex gets another on the straight. This is getting weird. Right, ADJ is low HP, and Bot gets a kill on the Plex. ADJ has 8 HP. 1 bullet will take him out. Surely not, right?
What do you mean, surely not? He's 8 HP. This is
this isn't the round that OS went. Like this.
Well, this is their best chance. This is like the one round they've had an actual fighting chance in. Obviously, Bot's going to have a long trek to this B bomb site. There is a kit down in mid, right above where the little alleyway is, but
I mean, there's some guns for Bot to collect as well here.
Oh,
Although
totally.
it doesn't look like Bot. No, he looks like he's making his way over.
AK acquired. Kit acquired.
He's gonna pick up the kit. Andy J is playing in CT here, like on the other side of the CT smoke. If Bot kind of speeds this up before the smoke fades, Andy J is going to be in a very, very weird spot. That being said, Bot does need to speed this up a little bit because that bomb is starting to get low.
Andy. Okay.
I'm not really sure what that was, but
Andy got the worst possible time. Andy got the worst possible timing. He tried to flash off the wall as Bot went out, and Bot's back was turned because he saw the CT smoke, so he probably assumed that Andy was somewhere on site. So, a very unfortunate set of circumstances for GF as OS pick up their first round win. I mean,
that's. Sometimes you're like sometimes you get gifted around like that, and you just you gotta take it and you gotta run with it.
I do want to see how OS holds Banana now, right? On full belts of utility. They're still opening in a 3A setup, which is fine. But GF is running up Banana here.
That's a lot of damage on the Jiben and Augs, but they are going to get car control without too much trouble. OS throwing out their first block of this round. Looks like Jiben is going to call his troops back over toward the A-bomb site, where 003 awaits.
Yeah, but GF has done incredible. There's 1 smoke left on the CTs and 1 molly left on the CTs. We just ticked down to a minute 15, and everything's on Ginge, who's playing on, I believe, A. So there's no stall left on B, but GF is opting to hit into this A-bomb site, and they're going to run into CTs here, especially with 2 trying to block out Boiler.
But I will say the bomb is still kind of all the way up its scooter.
Yeah.
It's not really in position. You know, if they start exploding onto A here, those B players are going to have time to rotate or maybe even catch. I don't know if 003 saw that.
No, he didn't see either.
Didn't. Oh my. He's killed by Andy J. He's going to take some fan damage to that smoke. So a lot of information, although it looks like GF are starting to heal back over to the B bomb site where Formerly Verified is the only one.
The and the bomb site proper. So as Verified goes down, this is an open bomb site unless Banana goes something psycho.
A lot of these GFs are very deep though.
This is a tall ass.
Banana wants to face this smoke. Banana wants to face this smoke so bad. Yeah, his strike's ready for it. And Jibbin is going to get one on the 003. It's just bot in a 1 versus 4 with an op. Oh man.
Down.
It looks like he's not going to get to hold on to that.
Yeah. I think GF have shown a great mastery of the map so far. There's a great like push and pull in between this like brackets fight early, the apartments control that Andy's been able to consistently get. And OS is kind of util dumping Banana, like it's necessary to an extent,
yeah, they're just throwing out their block smokes almost immediately. Like they're not trying to hold on to it. They're not trying to delay as long as they can. They're really just kind of putting themselves in a position where they are, you know, so open when they round execute, like they just kind of have on them.
And I think that is a bit of the inexperience of the map showing, because I think what you're supposed to do is smoke, right, and then double molly behind it so you can save a smoke for the middle of the round. But I wouldn't shock me as. Never mind.
003 gets one onto Alex. Andy J gets one earlier. And Jimin is going to collect the kill on. There's a very big back and forth here right now. Bot is J is in apartments, but is not going to be able to collect the kill from that on the count of the aim punch. It's just formally here, and he is going to get one on the Jimin.
And an upgrade.
And an upgraded gun.
I mean,
this round is live for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be so live if GF just wasn't addicted to dropping the bomb at the little scooter every single round, but, I mean, if it works, it works. Sprite's going to be able to get this plant down with no pressure whatsoever. I think Verified's going to try, though. It feels like you kind of have to.
Yeah, I mean, denying GF this round would be, I mean, that would be huge food, and I think, you know, formally Verified is coming into this with the angle of, you know, playing in house money, so to speak. I mean, this was.
But he's not. Look at 003's money.
Round?
No, look at 003's money. They forced this round, so he needs to win this, or they're gonna take another like weird fight.
He is going to get a kill on the Sprite there. No kitten play. And he has spotted out Andy G. I don't think he has the time to get this defuse off. He needs to start running, and he needs to start running now. Although I do think he is going to have the solace of making Andy J go down with the bomb.
Terrorists win.
Okay, and
I do.
Verified is going to go down with the bomb as well. Oh no.
I mean, it's not as shambolic as I thought it was going to be because OS is straight up on a 3,400 loss bonus, but yeah, the point I was trying to make before the big mud fight started happening, like basically across the map, and everyone just started deathmatching. I think when you know that deep banana smoke, I don't know if it's what you call the Furious smoke, King, but like if you can throw a single smoke to cut off the T stairs peak to car, right, and then double molly in front of it for the half wall, you can save a second smoke for later on in the round. But I'm almost positive OS doesn't use on this because they don't play it. And it's just putting them in such a hole early on compared to GF's usage. I mean, you see Sprite just got a 3 as they're trying to push down mid again looking for info, but like, this is so telegraphed. Look at how many people are staring at this mid smoke.
Yeah, no, I mean, this kind of is. Oh, like Shinji and 003 are winning 2. Alex does trade out 003. Andy J whiffs his kill on to Jinji. Is Jinji gonna walk through the smoke? He is. All right.
I mean, you're down 1-5, and it feels like GF is kind of just trampling on you everywhere across the map. Time for you to start taking some crazy risks. And I mean, the remaining 2 Ts are kind of stun locked at stairs here. They don't know what to do.
Slow down a little bit. It looks like GF are going to kind of take themselves over to the B bomb site here. In the meantime, we have a chatter that says, "Starly, you blocked me on everything. Dom Homely, please miss you." That's from Milky. You have anything to say to Milky, Starly?
My lawyer has advised me not to comment at this time and to focus on the cast of his contender team.
Wait, your lawyer is what? Wait, who is your lawyer? Spence, or is your lawyer?
I can't say.
Well, that's OS's second round.
Yeah.
Getting 2. Who on a devious smoke walk.
You know, when OS kind of makes the round, for lack of a better term, a shit show, and they just make it look like a pug DM, and they take their ones, that's actually the best chance they have. Because if
Yeah,
they
no,
let GF,
I mean, I agree. I mean, the 2 rounds they've won are the 2 rounds where they've kind of cavalier charged down mid and just made it really, really weird.
yeah, because when GF is actually able to spread the map, and OS it's in a really low, like a low block essentially, right? Like they're playing to just defend their bomb site. They get grouped on, they get util dumped, and it's so terrible for them. Like they have no.
Right, but DJ absolutely. Oh my. Okay, formerly verified.
Good enough.
He's going to get his. He's going to get
Yeah.
his. I mean,
And, you know, he got his and some. That was 2.
That's 3 kills for the B players. A lot of damage on the Plex. Alk's working with almost full HP. No kill right now, although it looks like Alks is going to reposition in the church. Plex got ripped off, and a double three on the Alks. OS's 3rd round on this defense.
Yeah, much more resolute B defense. I think smarter than to fall back into that bomb site and start spamming the the incoming entries because they hurt the entire like army of GF rolling in. But I'd like to see OS build a little momentum here. GF's economy is weird, to say the least. Neither team is very keen on getting a full buy round, huh?
No, this is a very strange buy for GF coming out here. It looks like the call was, be able to buy next round, regardless of what you buy. Although that has kind of led to a very weird smorgasbord here. Bot is going to be. Oh,
Jesus.
Banana is going to get run down by Alks. This round is weird, but not too weird. Gingy is going to eventually take down Alks and takes it down to Jimin and Double O3 is going to get both. That's a hat trick for Mr. Double O3. Takes him up to 7-7, and OS kind of starting to recover in the frag department here. Other than Banana, who has I believe like about a fourth of his damage consists of utility damage right now. Shout out playing the B-bomb site.
Yeah. I feel like normally speaking, you'd be okay with 5 on T-side Inferno, but I think GF would be a little bit disappointed not to get another one this half. We'll see. This is like the big investment. Everyone's basically down to $100, so even if they lose this round on the full boss minus, next round's gonna be ugly. And I mean, that nade is as ugly as you can get. Alex is down to 50 HP. What's threatening mid again, but Alex is the worst of it. Bot's off goes down to 30 HP. It looks like it was got a artillery strike that card. So. A lot of trading back and forth. No one's dead yet.
No, nobody is dead yet. It's one of those rounds where GF doesn't even have card control. I mean, a lot of the rounds they have been winning, they have been able to take that card control and kind of get onto the B-bomb site late. This round, they don't really have a lot of space to work with. Bot information, I believe he just spotted the bomb toss down the stairs.
Yeah, but staying on this angle at 30 HP when got his crazy work. Yeah, he's flashed off of it because they know he's still boosted up. And, well, if they want card control, they can have it now. Let's see how quickly they can take it with only 45 seconds left down in the round.
Plex says 6-7 HP. 6-7.
I miss Cool Guy.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
It's going to be a group on this A hit again. Andy just threw the lurk smoke again. But this time, like some runs prior, he's got friends, and Ginge doesn't believe the lurk smoke. He should have. He got double 3 and a fourth down, and double 3.
Almost. Molly, double 3's gonna get 1, but
wait,
Alex
time?
is gonna trade out. There's only 10 seconds left in this round, and GF still has to kill a lane.
He drops the bomb. It's over. Hey, they can't pick up the bomb. They can't pick up the bomb.
Okay, the rest don't give him the kills.
Oh.
Alright, Andy J is going to escape with an off, but that round got a little weird.
Okay. I like that GF spreads the map, but they are a little slow. They're almost like too methodical clearing everything, and they're really, really like loud, and for lack of a better term, like they declare their intentions everywhere across the map. Like, yes, you should flash into space. Yes, you should smoke angles off that you don't want to peek, but like, it's almost too obvious if it makes sense in a way. Like,
It does kind of seem like they don't know what to do if they can't kind of. That hit was, I mean, I guess it got the job done to an extent, but it was kind of way too telegraphed and way too slow.
Let's see if 003 is able to get any kills here, but I'd like to bring up Prior. He's red-handed. Balcony boost, the silent boost is caught red-handed, and well, 003 has
and
put
he
the
makes
Shinobi
out like
in.
a bandit.
Oh, he's gonna keep pushing. Because why wouldn't he?
This is getting weird. Bottom mid is not gonna be able to convert the spray. He does get 70 damage onto Jimin. 003 is all the way in T-spawn. Oh man, I was hoping for a knife kill. I would have been greedy for that. I would have gotten really greedy for that.
I'm gonna take the opportunity for the 5v2 because 2 rounds prior, when Alex burst through for a Mac 10 kill, it almost made me think, like, what if like his team was actually closer to take advantage of that opening kill on Arch, right? Because nobody was porch side. Like, he got that information for free, and he was able to speed up all the way through, like find someone. But the rest of his team was so far behind that like OS was able to re-engage them both at car and in alt mid to like clean up 3 GF members. And so Alex was like trying to swing out balcony, and Jinj just turned around on a swivel and put him down. Part of me wonders if GF was a little bit lethargic this half, a little bit too slow in clearing everything. Like, they come in with a game plan and they almost stuck to it too stubbornly to actually like be able to be adaptable, like to inject a little bit of their own chaos into this half, kind of like OS did with the psycho pushes down mid, right? It's like fine that it got you that 5-1 lead early, but I'm pretty sure OS has won 5 straight since. And
yeah, I mean, OS are kind of firmly in the driver's seat after they've decided to kind of start dictating the tempo of how this half is going to play. Like, they're not playing scared. They're taking the fight to GF and just letting their shooters shoot.
Yeah, the silver lining is this is the last round of T-side for GF, and you're putting never played Inferno on a T-side, so surely you can, claw it back a little bit. But let's see if
5 rounds is still, it's great to work with.
Yeah, it's good.
You would have liked to have seen more, but given the circumstances, I do think you can take what you can get.
Yeah, but after being up 5-1 is kind of cope here. But Sprite, great opening onto 003. That could be what they need. Only one defender now on this A bomb site as Banana tries to hustle over, but GF look poised to execute.
And it's just Gingy here, standing solo on the balcony. Banana is arriving.
Yeah, but
it looks like
that's
all of
spoken
OS
up.
is going to be funneling up through lane here. This could get.
OS is great crossfire.
Oh, but Banana loves it. Trying to jump up and peek too early. Gingy will get another one, but that is a 3 versus 2 post plan for GF on the infamously hard to site. Banana really just needed to kind of cool his jets and play off of Gingy's contact. I mean, they knew exactly where Gingy was. That Banana was still an unknown, but Banana mantles up, tries to get contact way too early there, and it costs OS the round. But no matter, 6-6 half, you definitely take that if you're OS, having never played this map before, and I honestly think you'll take it if you're GF as well. I mean, this is your map pick. You got 6 rounds on the T side. You're going into what is presumably your stronger side, and hoping to take your map pick here in regulation.
I wonder if GF are going to approach the CT side as formulaic as they approach the T side. I was a little worried for them on that A pop because they didn't smoke Moto. They had like a really cute smoke that bloomed on the corner of the cubby. It was like, why, man? Can't you just smoke library or Moto like a normal team? As you guys porch.
That was a very strange smoke out of them.
It's just the little cutesy stuff. It's like, guys, you guys are more worried about you're worried about the wrong spaces, right? When you could just be packing and just running at them. But
they need to use that lineup though. They still didn't.
Well, I mean,
Andy J is going to get the opening kill onto Gingy. A lot of damage onto Banana. all 4 Ps barreling up archers here. Looks like they are going to end up finishing on the A bomb site. Bot dies in library, Plex onto 003, and this is fizzling out very, very quickly for OS. Banana still only working with 12 HP. And they know exactly where these 2 Ts are. Andy J on the banana, formerly verified in a 1 versus 4. No control of the bomb. And realistically, no hopes for this round. GF are not really good in this fight.
Don't give them ones. Don't give them ones,
but it's more cinema. Have you ever thought about that?
Well,
because what if he wins them?
Yeah, well, he didn't win them, so thank goodness we're not in that timeline. But no, Andy played that rush real smart. Gets a clean opening kill right there on brackets, and then instead of trying to hold his ground, runs back towards Arch. And he had a friend with him in CT. I think GF was either on a very fast rotator, expecting that kind of Arch aggression. And you said it best. OS just fizzled out. Like they got all the way up to Arch and then panicked because they're like, why are there 2 people CT already? And then there were still 2 people on A site, and they're like, well, shoot, and just kind of shut it out and died in Arch.
We have some Yuso coming out on the OS guys.
What the
5 blocks. Sprite is going to give one over by kind of peeking into a party here. That nade is going to chunk bot for a little bit, but it is still just MP9 and 3 blocks for MP9. Alright, the blocks do claim another one and get a diss on the Andy J. The bomb is going to go down. Jimin is going to take one on a 003. It's just Jinji in a 1 versus 3 with a Glock. He's going to get another one.
Yeah, I mean, that's great damage. On 5 Glocks, you got 3 kills and a plant.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I'm OS, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, you should be over the moon with that.
I mean, both of those M4s are going to come through into the next round, but that puts a pretty big damper on. Well, not really.
I mean, it's not a damper. It's not a damper so much as it's like doubt in my mind that GF can play proper fundamentals, because there's like, even on an MP9, like there's no reason for Soraya to be involved.
Yeah, and again, I mean, OS, like when OS shooters are allowed to kind of do their thing and shoot their gun, they're making these rounds really close.
I understand that, like I sound like a meter maid when I say that, but like why would you aggress like that? Just simply put it, just the mistake didn't cost you that round because you're on 5. Like the mistake didn't cost you that round because you're on 5 Glocks, but like if you do it on a rifle round, I'm gonna explode. Speaking of explode,
anyone in the chat want to see Starly explode? Any Starly exploders wanted?
Speaking of exploding, Banana cool what explosion, but see if that's facing a stack right now. His namesake.
Jinji is going to get one on the Jiben. I'm not really sure what that was.
It was an HE kill.
Yeah, I think Jiben must have been backing up from the HE, and Jinji just got a clean line of sight onto him. Hey,
oh, look at his death position. Jinji like curved a bullet around the corner of CT.
We're seeing some psychic gameplay here on the part of OS's T side. Not in that they're out calling GF, they are just curving the bullets and hitting their heads with them.
Wow.
Looks like we are going to get a late depop here. There are only 30 seconds left. So kind of got to speed it up a little bit. Andy J is going to get one on the banana, but 003 is going to get one on the alt. Andy J going to post up in church. The bomb is going down. 4 versus 3 post plant for it looks like we might get a smoke. No, he's playing for the Andy J is on church. It looks like Andy J is very aware of where these players could be, but they're not fighting down on them. They are just holding their ground. One of the OS players is going to get taken off by that. So late. Andy J is 2, but eventually gets taken down by 003, who gets another hat trick.
It's kind of like a 003 versus Andy J like duel right now, and I mean, like both sides are kind of coming out on top. It just kind of depends on who like actually rises up to the occasion and helps them a little bit. Like Verified's been playing well, Ginge has been playing well, especially on that CT side. We've seen a couple of rounds where like Ox is just bursting through like a madman, but yeah, I mean GF now on an eco. Somehow Andy has a rifle but no armor. Unless that's a UI.
No, I believe that he does in fact have no armor.
Okay, so I don't like that, but we'll discuss that later, I guess. You know.
And he has no armor and he's failing the balcony jump. Everybody's
I'm
laugh at
gonna
him.
explode
Oh, he's
again,
made it.
man.
He's made it. I think he made it.
Yeah, but it's too late. Jibbin's about to get run over.
Jibbin is looking like a
Gets his. Gets his.
Oh my.
Hello? Oh, let's push. Like,
Oh,
oh, what?
CT flash. Oh, that's weird.
That's a yellow card to OS. That's a yellow card to OS. That was like a fucking B rush of nightmares, man. Two people come through the smoke. None of them are looking directly at like the CT like entrance or water. They're both looking sight, and then two people are like body blocking each other and just like making out in the CT smoke.
I mean, the second one out that gets in the pool can't even trade out the first guy because he gets beautifully team flashed.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
cinema, folks. It's
Why don't dude, this only happens on Inferno? I promise you. It's such a dude, that's a lifeline. That's real business money that round, and now they look poised to go 10.
yeah, I mean, we have a revolver.
Oh, but no, you're not Jibbin, dude. Like, you're not Jibbin.
Another banana. We're almost going to get Gingy Gale here. Get anything done with that revolver, but yeah, it's not looking too great for OS.
There's a revolver. Hacky's not watching it. I don't care that he's doing nothing. This is like a unicorn in the wild. I don't care if the unicorn's just eating grass.
Alright, Prod has informed us that we're getting the RA can for this round, so...
Prod is on a quiet revolution, which I might just be on a quiet revolution. Actually, I'm on a very loud revolution watching this game. It's not quiet at all.
So, Starly being subjected to more Inferno and Dust 2. Yum, yum, yum.
I have the diarrhea parasite.
I
ate that slop salad.
CSC is giving me the diarrhea parasite. I would like compensation, please.
I don't think they have anything to compensate me with.
They'll give you your franchise back about that.
I don't want it. It's worse.
Oh, 003 gets 2. Oh no.
They're doing it. Just go to Oh god, man. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. OS only has 26 points of health between two players, and Ginger's still on R8. Surely he doesn't get the kill on all. Surely not, right? Oh, Jibbin bails him out. Jibbin actually bailed him out there. Oh my god. Huh?
Oh man, it's getting weird. It's getting really weird. He's not. Oh, okay. He bites.
It's
on
okay.
it.
Jibbin's got. It's okay. Jibbin's here. It's okay. We've got it.
Jibbin is here to save the day. Oh no, no, no.
God. Do you even need me here? Like, what is there to analyze or like to give you color commentary on? Can't you just like laugh it up like the entire time on like a comedy like laugh track, like a sitcom laugh track every single time that like you see someone just come around a corner jumping or like spraying with a Mac 10 and they get the kill against an M4?
As much as I would love that to be true, unfortunately we can only play it Inferno once in this best of 3, and surely these antics will come down.
Something tells me they're gonna continue onto Dust 2 because Dust 2 is equally as puggy. The only thing that's going to change on Dust 2 is maybe we get a couple more op kills compared to the ones we had now. I feel like the ops haven't done anything this game, which is understandable given how chaotic it's been. But OS will take attack, knowing that giving up this round is
first
trouble.
attack of the game, by the way, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I mean, I would tack too after that. I need a breather. Banana impression.
another, but Jibbin, oh,
Thank you, Jibbin.
banana
Thank you.
lineup. Thank you, Jibbin. Thank you.
Oh my
Jibbin.
god. Jibbin has heard my prayers for a quick map 1, and he's turned up now in these last 3 rounds. Please, Jibbin, deliver me 3 more. I beg of you. Glory to the Barracudas.
Jibbin, I need you to start throwing really hard right now. I need to hold Surly hostage for approximately 60 rounds of Counter-Strike.
He's been so good for it, man. He's been so good for it. And they're running back into him. The remaining 2 Shinobi are going back in towards B, unless they can't find the bomb. Because, dude, everyone loves dropping the bomb at this scooter, man. It's like you're in a pug.
I mean, I guess, to be fair for OS, like, and
This is a pug. Yeah, this is like
this
you're in a pug.
might be the first time that they are playing Inferno as a 5. I'm not sure on that. Don't fact check.
No, it is.
Oh my.
Okay, Sprite's got this. Hey, don't check Sprite.
Oh, okay.
Good enough. It's good. It's good. It's a great denial of the plans, and double the 3s.
And he is down and out. Ay, ay, ay.
Dude, that was great from GF. What are you talking about, man? Great shutdown from Jibbin. Good trade kills on Car, and a great defensive setup on A, not giving OS any opportunities back into the round. They played disciplined, they played smart, and then they only played off tap. Like, a lot of teams do not do that, and it puts OS now in a really deep hole. You see bot on a Scout of all things, Mac 10 and a Tech 9 on Ginge. And I mean, if they continue to aggress Banana, they might just continue to eat grenades here and deliver me onto my wish. It looks like here, yeah, I mean, 5T's going up the stairs right now. We're gonna have challengers and Banana once more.
I don't think they've thrown it there.
So you are lying. Jibbin? Jibbin, yes, good damage, Jibbin. Attaboy. Reinforcement here to avenge my goat. Oh.
NJ is gonna get caught with Yusuf out by Banana. This is a 3 versus 3, but there's only 1 defender here on this defense. You know where he is. Alex is going to catch out 2. Uh-oh.
Yes, Alex. Yes. Get you a 3rd, Alex. Want it.
Not time to keep up in a 1 versus 3. This is, oh, he's weird.
Oh, yeah. That's a card. He still gets it. He still gets it.
Alright, this is where you double back and go back to yes, dude,
yes, of course. Oh my god. Oh, he's got 40 seconds to think his decision's over. There's a CT on each bomb site.
Cinema.
I actually panicked, by the way, with the pause there. I thought the stream died. I'm not lying to you. Literally, everyone stood still for like a straight 10 seconds. I was like, no way off of the pace of this game that everyone's standing still.
It's like a weird Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I actually checked my internet status.
Oh, I almost thought that Chef unplugged my computer again. Which,
Yeah,
by the way,
Chef,
he is
he's
under my
trying
desk.
to. I guarantee he's gonna do it.
Yeah, oh my, I don't. He has enough time to
dead. Get it in time?
He had barely enough time to get the bed off, but Alex was lying in wait.
Oh, Alex and Jibbin, my coats. Yes, match point for the Barracudas.
The Shinobi are going to take their second tag of the game, but this one might be a little too late here. We're not going to get a very fantastic buy coming out of the Shinobi here. We are, some AKs, but I don't think Banana or Gingy are going to be able to buy up with AKs. They might just be reduced to Galils. OS only being able to muster up 1 T round so far.
Yeah, I mean, they're pugging it, and pugging Inferno sucks, so lo and behold. If there's any solace, at least it's only map 1, right? You can come back on Dust 2, you can come back on Anubis,
but that's the thing. I think that Dust 2 loans itself to the way that what OS has been showing us way more than Inferno.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's why it's their pick, right? That's why it's their pick. So.
It's, very heads up, in your face gameplay, whereas this has been GF kind of running circles around OS and really losing to themselves more than they have been losing to OS.
That's been every single one. Sometimes this stuff is inexplicable, like the heat of the moment, you just overheat, you're just playing CS, you're just having a good time. I think part of it is just, there's going to be some randomness in these rounds.
That's true. We have 3 Ts over toward the B bomb site here. Alex alone. Given might be back.
Till so he can support Alex Peak here.
Plex is going to get one on the bot in the apartment.
This is a new boost, by the way. Like, what the? I guess you see coffins, but like, why? Sure, man.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of information. The distance of that boost tells Alex that they're incoming. Alex is going to dismount almost immediately. David, what can you do? That's one. That's two.
Beautiful flash from Alex there.
Oh, and Jimmy gets away. He's not going to overheat. He's not going to give a cinema. Oh, really low HP on both Banana and 003 here. The op is going to whip. 003 is going to get one back, but this still is not looking great for the Shinobi. Bomb is not planted.
Yeah, they have no smoke
left in this round.
Block anything off, so
Andy J is going to get one on 003. Banana Funds is going to get 1 versus 4.
Yes!
That's not good, folks.
Yippee!
I mean, Andy J and Jiven, the 1-2 punch of the Barracudas here.
They all played great. They all played. I mean, but yeah, I mean, special flowers to Andy. I thought Andy played this map so well, just so smart, right? On that T side, the constant lurking in apartments really made OS's CT setup those first 6 rounds uncomfortable. And then Jibbin and Plex kind of took up the mantle on that CT side. They were a lockdown on that B bomb site, and Alex had a great flash at the end of the half there. I was a little worried that he wasn't going to get the timing, but GF with all that money because they'd been winning so many rounds had basically a treasure trove of util dropped in spawn, and the flash is just. They just demolished OS on the way in. Jibbin's able to get out of the coffin speak because everyone's white, everyone's blind. And it just slows OS down so much they don't get a plant, they have no more vision block remaining, and those are death sentences on Inferno, as it is playing your first time. So let's see if the Shinobi can recover on Dust 2. Like you said, it's a puggier map, a little bit more aim heavy, a little bit more random, a little bit more loose. Everything that we thought that OS did really well to get 6 originally on that CT side, but you can kind of tell that once they got funneled into those chokes on T side, that randomness element kind of disappeared almost immediately, and especially as GF's util game kind of evolved on that CT side.
Yeah, I think those are all great points, and we are going to be back with you on map 2, OS's map pick on Dust 2 here in a few minutes. What are you hoping to see on Dust 2, sir? Are you hoping to see... I know the answer to that. You're hoping to see a fast game so you can go to bed, but, in terms of the Counter-Strike...
Well, I think it would be nice to showcase that op ability a little bit. I think both oppers on OS and GF truthfully did jack shit on Inferno, which is understandable. It is a bit more of a difficult map to op on, and GF didn't really need it on their CT side, nor could they really sustain the economy until really late in the half to get it. But on Dust 2, I think the scopes are going to come out a lot more. I think they matter a lot more. I do wonder if GF is going to play as slow on their T side. I do believe they're starting CT, so we won't have an answer to that question immediately because OS is going to be the one on that T side. So I am kind of curious to see if OS keeps that kind of frantic pace up on that T side because I think they do thrive in it. And you can kind of tell it disrupts GF's defense a little bit too as well. They get caught with nades out, they get caught not expecting people to be that psychotic running through smokes. And if OS can turn a pivotal round or two and force GF onto double ecos, bad force buys, right? If they deny GF's ability to bring an op out on their own CT side, they could really run away with that T side on Dust 2.
That is true. Just to give you guys a little bit of an update of what's going on around the other parts of the league, over on the B stream, the Guppies are absolutely annihilating FNL's Cryptic Crawlers. 13-1 win on map 1 and currently up 6-0 on map 2.
It's Jover, no?
It might be Jover, folks. Otherwise in Recruit Land, we have T versus Nan. Nan up 12-11 on map 1. In Prospect, it looks like Boo are poised to take map 1. HG versus Nan just getting started. Obviously, we're watching GF versus OS. Over on the other contender matchup, HR versus HG. HR has won map 1, 13-10. That was HG's map pick. We're going into map 2 over there. In Challenger, it looks like FNL just won their first map, and Looks like Boa are up a map, otherwise kind of still getting settled into those maps. And in Elite, wow, three maps in Elite are already done. Wiz, HG, and DRG all up 1-0 right now. You'll love to see it, folks. You'll love to see it. Oh, but on that note, folks, Mr. Starley and I are going to take a break and come up with new nicknames to call each other while you guys,
I need to go
get your
recover
stick,
on
get some
in
snacks,
the. I need
get
to
a
go
beer,
recover in the
and
bathroom
we
because
will be
of the.
back soon.
Oh, okay.
Die for your dreams, running on fumes, trying to get by. Take what you need, love what you do, and you'll be alright. Some money, power, glitz and some glamour to make you happy. Will you be happy in the end? You'll be alright. Through all this pain, breaking out this place. Step outside your head tonight, bringing all your dreams to life. Money, power, glitz and glamour to make you happy. Will you be happy? Live through all this pain, breaking out this
Oh.
Folks, we are so back. Oh, say, can we see?
We were supposed to do that on the first map, not now. We're already a map in. We're
Everyone
late.
remove your hats, please.
remove your headsets, please, and stand for.
Remove your headsets so you don't have to hear either of us. Please. Alright, pistol round. What the hell are we watching? Looks like OS are going in through lower tunnels here. Scaling up Cat. Jibbin is jiggling this with a smoke. He's going to throw that block sword, but not before getting gushed. Banana on the flex as well. This is getting very, very dicey. Alx is going to get one back on a banana, but formerly verified on the Jibbin. Alx, they know where he is. Can he get one of these kills? It does not look like it. Other TGF player. What am I watching?
Somebody hit a shot. Thank you, Sprite.
Right, you get one of the formerly verified. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Thank you, Sprite. Thank you, Sprite.
Oh my god. Andy,
Thank you, Andy. Okay.
But I am not sure. I am not sure what I'm watching.
We should have just kept going on with the national anthem, man. What are we supposed to do with that?
I don't know the lyrics to the national anthem.
You hate this country. You hate this country.
What do you mean? I feel like that's a perfectly reasonable thing to not know the lyrics to the national anthem. I actually like the first 3 lines. I'm cooked, dude.
Oh my god. You know, when I said that a punkier style would have favored OS, I was saying that under the assumption that they could hit their shots. But I have a hard hitting analysis for you. If OS doesn't hit their shots, they're gonna lose, and I can do it better early.
I mean, with how this round is looking, get one on the Sprite, not going to be able to collect the second. These have gone down alongside them. Andy J is going to double up with the rifle. Formerly verified will get one on the Jibbin. Still a 1 versus 3. Bomb not planted. This should be an impossible round to win. He's going to pick up bomb. If you can get that down before the CTs get in here, it does not look like that's going to happen. For a second I saw it happening. That is a nice formerly verified there, but unfortunately no cigar.
There was a world where he would immediately flick onto the second guy coming out of doors and he could tuck around the box, but not this timeline. First gun round now for OS. I wonder if they're going to continue to pack as heavily as they did on the pistol, or if they're going to spread out a little bit. Banana had a really nice timing on the pistol round for Lawn. You weren't even watching that fight, but I can guarantee you with the amount of bullets fired, they were having a mid-off on Lawn too. So don't worry, you didn't miss any of the action there. But now they opened in a more standard default with 2 down lower tons and passive play at Lawn. Sprite's got an op-out already, so see if he can make it work.
Yeah, I mean, offers paradise us too here. Looks like OS are going to kind of just take mid-control, pack up. Looks like we are going to see them go up the path where there are 3 defenders waiting. Show off some of these very much a
double.
An A finish. Banana is going to get one on the Andy J, but get killed by Sprite.
I mean, all 4 CTs are on the A side of the map here. They gamble.
No, I think OS realizes it. Look at the mini map, and they've totally flipped the map. They are barreling out onto the B bomb site, and it cues up a very, very difficult retake for the CTs here if they even decide to go for it.
If there's
any
any
double
sort
threes
of
in a power position here, not going to be able to get out though.
And no smokes left on the T's, so they actually don't have any way to block GF from getting in, and bomb just got planted.
Yeah, it looks like Gingy is going to eat that grenade, and Bot is very, very deep in the tunnels here. Not really going to be able to be of much else here. GF are on the bomb site. Sprite combat on Gingy. Bot will get one, but that's not enough. If GF with a good B retake. BP's comes in. GF's third on the first gun round of the half.
Yeah, in the first round, Sprite gets that off out. He gets, I don't know if it was lucky. I don't know if it was a blow open, but Sprite gets a kill through the smoke. Kind of slows down that mid to B. They waste a couple seconds trying to get back up Cat before they double back down. And then retake op, best weapon in the game, especially on Dust 2B. But yeah, GF did a really good job to kind of recover that round. Made a gamble in the mid round, didn't really work out, but OS kind of to say it very plainly. And I mean, Banana is not really great.
Yeah, I mean, Banana, I'm just told that he's not allowed to play this round. Getting immediately pinned down to
I
70.
mean, you're getting artillery strike on lawn here, Gibbon. What are you doing, Gibbon?
Oh, this is he might.
What the hell?
Uh-oh.
That
Oh,
okay.
that
Thank-
was almost. That was almost.
Thank the
disastrous.
Counter-Strike gods he was not rewarded for that play. What the hell am I watching?
You're watching him. You're watching a master at plays.
How many did he get this round, King? Did he get his?
He got a lot of damage and he got info.
Yeah, no, don't count. No, don't count. I'm a results-based analyst.
Bananas,
So it don't count.
Banana at 7 HP, bot at 5, formerly verified, also not too healthy himself at 53. Flex is gonna get one on the bot, picked up by Banana.
And I mean, Sprite's opposite in a really bad spot here because there's two players crawling up Cat, and we already saw how that fight went on pistol. Imagine with an off.
Oh, this is getting a little weird. Formerly verified on the ARCs, 003 gets what I think is a Glock kill onto the op, and that leaves Andy J in a 1 versus 4.
Bomb has been planted.
Looks like OS is queued up for their first round here, despite
I
the
see
low
that message
HP.
in chat, and I will try my absolute best, but I make no promises.
I think that you're just
I don't think it will either, but I will try. But I mean, even by Contender standards, like, what was that pistol? I still think back to the pistol.
the pistol was cinema is what it was.
OS is actually chasing Andy here, by the way. They don't have the best economy to do this, especially with two players at 7 and 4. But no, they're just getting a safe distance.
It looks like they're just saving T.
Yeah, they just need to get a safer distance from the bomb. Valve's update wasn't enough. Ginge went to 8. Wow, you take that much damage in pit still? Or...
Yeah, pit's not a very safe spot anymore. No, it's not.
Do you think they? No. Did they change the damage skill? Because I feel like pit used to be way safer. Okay, thank you, voice and head. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. But OS will get out with 4, and crucially drops GF onto a really bad buy here. Andy J's got the singular rifle saved from last round, but I mean, it's a couple MP9s, a few pistols, and barely any utility.
3 long control for OS here. Got control of Alps somehow away with a 1 on the banana there, but 003 is going to double down. Bot's going to get 1 with the spray. Jetplex is able to do quite a bit of damage to formerly verified, but does not confirm the frag. But this round should be OS's second. Surely should be OS's second.
Yeah, it will be. I don't think Andy's going to make an actual sincere effort to make this retake. He's probably just going to save the M4 again. And Plex is just going to do his best to try and take a gun out of someone's hands, because the one rifle they were able to drop thanks to Alex's crazy MP9 spray is on lawn. So no gun recoverable, and I don't know if Plex really wants to save a P2. It looks like he's going to. So fair enough. But
yeah,
like you said,
it looks like he's looking for that player that he thanked earlier. Try and take that gun away, but to no avail, it would seem. To no avail.
Yeah. OS injecting a little bit of chaos, right? Making these rounds like a faster pace than GF is kind of ready for. Has been doing well so far. I think to the first round that they won, like, why is 003 like chasing down Sprite with a Glock in CT? Because it works, right? Off of all the chaos that had been going on that A bomb site, he's able to find a timing into that CT smoke for that mid to B, and I guess the B rotators weren't there to cover it in time. So OS is playing loose, right? They're taking their aim fights. They get themselves into power positions early, and it's gotten them 2 rounds so far. Let's see if GF can make a response, this time with no op in hand, which is 5 rifles.
No, I mean, this is another full gun round coming up for both sides. OS looks like they are once again going to walk into absolutely second round in a row that GF has just absolutely nobody of them all. Interesting decision making.
Yeah, Well, I think GF thought that the Re was going to be a fast B play for some reason because they opened with 3B at the start. I mean, Plex is still pushed up mid. He's got a timing now for the doors. I don't think XW saw him, so this could be problematic for the long
one
players.
on the Jinji though.
Yeah, and
Jibbin on the formally verified.
Bomb's gonna get dropped here. There's no shot Plex is trying.
No, he is not. Yeah, I mean, this round gets very, very weird very, very quickly. I mean, OS is looking a bit disjointed here. I mean, they get all this long space for free, and it almost seems like they don't really know what to do with it.
They got
Three
real
finds
unlucky.
himself in only 1 versus 4.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fault OS too much this round because Plex hit the nastiest timing on that mid push into top mid into lawn doors. And I think I don't know who was carrying the bomb, but who was carrying it? Maybe it was Bot.
Double O three is making this very, very interesting, folks. That's 3 kills on the 1 versus 4.
No way.
No Flex on Cat.
Odd. Leave that up.
Double O three almost converts the 1 versus 4 ace clutch, but comes up short at the final hurdle. Flex with just a reposition, but wow, I mean that is.
Yeah, Plex wins
some great
the round.
Shooting.
Yeah, I mean Plex wins them the round on that top mid push, real ballsy, but it pays off huge. And he saves them right at the end there to shut down 003 from 007, James Bond style. But
although those strokes from 003 are not, it's not for nothing. I mean, that's a lot of damage onto GF. We see 2 F9s in the
but now Sprite's in trouble.
Right down on the 69 HP. It seems like they're very aware of the lower tons here. Yeah, he's getting it cleared up by formally verified. Nothing to show for it. It
GF
looks like
another.
Start their scale up at here. Molly is going to spread the Jibbin and sell him out. Quite unfortunate. 003 is going to get one on the Plex for the last round. And OS are going to barrel onto a mostly open A bomb site. Stop this is Alex sitting long. In the meantime, Jibbin is going to go down to Jinji. And neither Andy J nor Alks really have the utility or the position to kind of make this take something that's viable. I mean, 5T's alive. Might get one. Yeah, you'll get one on a banana, but will get dinked in the process, down to 24 HP. Jinji will take him out eventually, and it's just Alks and his FAMAS sitting here.
Yeah, I mean, really, really nice from OS. I do question the solo, like, implant on lower tons when you put 3 lawn, because if you go 3 lawn, you're going to contest the A half of the map, right? Don't make an info play on the B side of the map. But OS takes that kill and they kind of just sprint with it. They don't slow down whatsoever. They put pressure on mid doors. They put pressure on Cat. And GF's defense is just kind of disoriented that round. They don't know what to defend. Immediately getting into that 4v5. And because Dust2 has that really long rotate from B site over, there's no real reinforcements. And GF just kind of gets picked off one by one going onto that A bomb site.
Yeah, and now Alex is going to take that FAMAS into this next round, but otherwise, GF are working with utility, a handful of deagles.
Look at the map. OS is reading GF really well. Like, again, GF gamble 4 people towards this A side of the map, and OS is just set up to take a fight in tons. Bot misses a shot here, but if Andy died, they would have exploded out. They might still. He's still challenged.
Yeah, he's just sitting there waiting and ready in the open arms of Bot's op. Alex is he's here with his FAMAS.
Reinforcement would be cut.
Flex out and get one on the Sprite as well. 003 on the Jibbin through the mid doors, and it's just Alex here with his all right. that was very strange. Formally verified with over it. But ultimately, not going to make too much of a difference. Tied up here, we have attack files coming in. Looks like Bot is having some connection issues or something of the sort. Well, what do you think of what we're seeing so far, Starly?
I think
much.
Well, I was just gonna say, I think GF's losing their mind a little bit. I don't know why they're gambling so hard on a lot of their opening rifle rounds, right? They sent 4 people A right at the start of the round, which is kind of confusing to me, because if you're going to send 4 people A and then leave Alks on an island on B, I almost don't like him playing inside the bomb site, because if he had put down, or sorry, Andy J played in the bomb site, gets caught, right, dies, and then OS has just shown a tendency to take that first kill and then just kind of run with it, right? Some teams, when they get that first kill, they cut noise, they pause, they start spreading the map again, make you really nervous, and they look for that like counter aggression play. OS kind of had that this round, right? Ginge was at lawn doors, like looking for a punish on that peak, but by the time Ginge got those 2 kills, Bomb was already like making its way towards B site in upper tons. But GF just, you can kind of tell they don't know Dust 2 as well as they know Inferno. The protocols aren't there. People are starting to kind of make like individualistic hero plays, if not being outright put in those positions, and then they can't execute because not of their own fault, but because they're getting run over by 3 or 4 OS players every single time they try to. I kind of just want GF to play normal, if that makes sense in a way, right? Go for a 1-1-3 and put 2 people up cat if you have to, or put 2 people along if you have to, right? Look for a little bit of like mid-round re-aggression in mid if you have to, because again, you're kind of just getting out-maxed.
Andy J is gonna get nothing. He's gonna get nothing. Alex is actually gonna get a kill into formally verified, and they're both going to get kills. And yeah, this is another OS round.
Well, hang on. Bomb's in upper tons. There's only 2 people here for some reason. And Plex can get a timing, but Sprite died. So he's gonna drop. No, he's not gonna drop the bomb. He's not gonna drop the bomb. The jumping tech 9 is the best hit in the game.
Bot is going to hit a mid-air recovery and absolutely rip Plex's head off, and that's a 5th round for Shinobi.
Yeah.
You know, I think already 5 times the rounds that the Seaside rounds that they had on Inferno. I mean, again, I think that you know it is a tale of both the teams kind of performing much better on their map pick. You know, Fork Down and Kitchen, but it is really remarkable. This OS team just seems much more put together.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure what Bot is doing there, kind of scoping B tons right out of spawn, but
no, he's got his 4 teammates running up the line. On top in upper ton. I don't know if he should be doing it with an off necessarily, but I don't hate it. My worries about GF kind of, you know, force buying down repeatedly, not being able to get their own op into the round. It's starting to show. I don't think Sprite's gotten a kill since round 4. When he was 5 and 3, he's now 5 and 8 because he can't get a rifle into his hands. Maybe he can steal Bot's op here and spawn. But otherwise, the hit's coming out on A.
yeah, it is. Jibbin is going to open up the first kill on 3. Formerly verified, get one back on the Plex. Jibbin is going to double down with the kill on the formerly verified. Both Alex and Jibbin are very, very great on site, and Jibbin is going to get another one. Alex with
Great shot.
Double down. That is a full house from the 2 A-site defenders, and GF can run around with lesser weapons.
Yeah. No, great shooting from Alks there. Jibbin did a great job holding his ground on A site. Again, when OS doesn't get that opening, they don't feel as confident to spill it on that bomb site. You saw the spacing there towards Car and Lawn. Jibbin was really able to kind of put the fear into them because, you know, just that 1 kill coming out through the smoke, and OS. Oh, Banana, careful.
Looks like Banana just had the op in his hands to try and get some early damage. Not going to convert. Pass that back over to Bot. 003 going absolutely nuclear for OS here, by the way. 11 and 5. They open up the B bomb save on my MDJ, but Jibbin, one of those long cat, OS are going to get onto the B bomb site here. This is going to queue up a retake. It looks like Sprite will get naded down to 60 health. Bot on the absolute other side of the map, although it looks like he's kind of keeping Plex locked up. Plex opting to go join the rest of his team. And what looks like is going to be a B retake. Banana is going to get one on the Sprite. And this is getting really weird. Bot has really, really good timing here.
Kind of off again.
Jibbin will get one on a Gingy and also get both Banana and Bot. Formerly verified, stuck in the tunnels. 14 HP. The stick is coming in. Alex and
Wow.
verified. That's a, I mean, it's a political retake out of the Barracudas.
I mean, credit to GF for winning that retake, right? Great shooting on the way in, an excellent flash through the doors to really stun that car player in place. I mean, he was seeing white the entire time. I thought that as the post plant went down, I counted 3 smokes on OS's side. Normally, that's a death sentence on this B-bomb site, right? You can chain smoke the door, you can get a smoke into window, and especially after they found the pick onto Sprites off at the window in a 3v4, the fact that GF is able to pull that back is so crucial for them to get a 6 here. I wonder now, OS is going to the Suka B rush.
And Bot is going to get taken out by Sprites. Down 003. Banana is going to get one on the Andy J. But Dorsey has but OS are going to be able to get another B post plant here.
Yeah, no smokes left. 1 or 2 bombs now, I believe, on 003 and Jin. So again, a really hard retake for GF if OS uses the util. First molly down on window.
Looks like GF are queuing up their retake utility. Alx is going to get one on the banana. They are in this bomb site. Also, 003. Formerly verified. Get one back on the spray. Alx is going to get Gingy, and Shibin will get formerly verified. That is back-to-back B retakes.
Dude, GF needs to teach the rest of the league how to retake on B. They're actually like, this is like their best play.
Just let them have the B bomb site and retake it.
Said nobody ever on Dust 2 except for GF apparently. They get 2 straight to finish off the half, and they had another one earlier at the half too, I think on the bonus round on round 3. GF will salvage 7 on this map, which was honestly kind of
I mean, it was. I mean, with the pistol round, to be fair, I had almost forgotten the horrors of that pistol round until now. Hopefully this one will be better.
Yeah,
Hopefully
and I mean,
this one will be better.
you shouted out 003 for being hot. I mean, Alex is 15 and 5, man. Like,
I mean, I think
rounds.
really those last 2 rounds has just gotten absolutely nuclear.
Yeah,
I think that was maybe 4 kills on that BB take.
Okay, well, we saw with OS's Inferno, it's not the CT side that matters, it's the T side that matters on, you know, not your map pick, but Banana's just running up mid here. Spots 1, but Plex so ready. Shuts him down, and now 003 taking fire.
I think 003 kind of knows that he needs to get out of here and he needs to get out of there fast. But Godfish are going to barrel up Cat. And 003 kind of. Oh, Gingy will get one on the Alex. It looks like GF are repositioning and get ready to go out the doors. Andy J is going to immediately rip Gingy's head off, and this is a mid to B coming out. 003 is going to get a little bit of damage, but ultimately no kill, and it looks like GF is going to make its way into the B-bomb site. 003 is going to catch Jibbin out. It makes this an even numbers retake, and the bomb isn't down yet because Jibbin had it.
Oh no.
Bot is going to get one on a Plex, traded out by Sprite. This is a 2 versus 2. The T's still do not have control of the bomb. They know one of the T's is at scaffolding. The T's joining in window. Andy J. Oh, we'll get both. Andy J will get both.
What a great
very nicely there. They do ultimately pull it out.
No, great save from Andy. Great shots there. Yeah, the bomb carrier gets caught lagging towards the window.
Yeah, I mean, Jibbin, I don't know if Jibbin didn't realize that he had the bomb or if he just thought that he had to kind of stay and fight. There was no choice, but
it could be just unlucky and just the last duckling in the line and he just gets sniped out by OS on the rotate. They had no bit to be smoke.
I do think that he had turned around and started to fight the T's there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a yellow. That's a yellow card. But thankfully,
I mean, he gets bailed out by Andy J.
Buddy. Oh my god.
Big grenade, 003, 32. This time looks like that's going nowhere fast. Plex is going to get 3, eventually taken out by Gingy. Bomb is down on the B site though. Yeah, wonder if OS, they might just take these guns and try to carry them forward, but even then a MAC-10 and a Galil, not very much to be excited about here.
I think Bot's gonna try and look for an exit. Just jump up.
seconds.
I would
Sprite
basically
will
over.
reclaim that Galil. It's just Shinji with a Mac 10.
Yeah. I wonder
And
what OS
given
is.
the new bomb radius, I'm not sure that he'll survive in CT spawn here.
They're all running. Oh, you mean Ginge? No, there's enough
Yeah.
walls. Not Sprite, though.
Oh my.
Terrorists win.
I do wonder what OS's CT setup is going to look like. Because right now they don't have the money for an op. I believe Banana was opting, or Bot was opting for them, excuse me. It's forced down to an M4 here. And I do wonder if the setup will change when they pick up that op, but because they lost the pistol, they're actually losing like the opportunities to bring it out, if that makes sense, right? If GF converts this bonus, I don't think we're going to see it for the rest of the half unless OS just rip 4 like out of the gate. So yeah, OS in a much more traditional 1-1-3, right? They've got 2 people up cat, they've got an anchor at Goose looking down lawn. They're not going to contest that space, but they're going to contest mid here, especially with Bananas M4, and leave a solo anchor and bot on B.
But at the same time, they do, this is our first gun round. This is OS's chance to kind of get themselves back into this game. At the same time, if they do fumble this, I mean, that it makes this. I would almost guarantee a GF win at that point, because I mean, you're staring down the barrel of an 11-5 game. You've only got 2 rounds to play with at that point.
003 now knows there's somebody lower ton, so let's see how long he stays trained here on Xbox. Banana might spot him. Yeah, he spots Lex's shadow here as well, so tags him up. And I mean, Lex is alone here in mid, so 003 swings. Could be devastating. A missed opportunity now as 4Ts go out lawn, and it's really just Ginge here and Goose to hold the fort down so far.
Yeah, Andy J lurking over on the B tunnels.
This is a nice fake from GF. This is nice from GF. Yeah, so much lawn presence, and now you end up going back towards B. Let's see if Banana here makes it in time. Gets a good kill into Sprite. That's huge.
But B bomb site, I mean, it is vacant. Bot is going to get one on Andy J. Banana on the side. This attack is going to get stifled. Banana is going to get a hat trick. And bombs down to the B bomb site. Alex has nothing to do here other than give his life. And that is the Shinobi converting the first gun round of this half.
Yeah, I don't know if GF just ran out of util, but I think with the door smoke there on B, there are some real teeth behind that fake, because OS was going to commit 3 players to defend A. Off of losing lawn, off of the amount of util that was being dumped towards car, I think Ginge was really calling for reinforcements, and rightfully so, right? But on that double back, until you see bomb, it was really good of Andy, it was really good of Bot to not rotate up, and without the door smoke, they make the
They do. Oh, 003 almost gets caught out by Sprite, but is going to not be able to get away with his life here, as Plex will ultimately catch him off the block. That is M4 over but Bot going to get 3, having blown open that mid to B smoke. Shuts this down before it gets too out of control. And that is a very, very fast 7th for the Shinobi.
And I wonder if Bot's going to go for an op here, or if he's going to stay on this AK, because Sprite's brought out an op.
This is the
dropped
first.
it. So we
We
might get an op.
See the first op head-to-head of this half.
Yeah. I do wonder where Bot's going to take it, because so far the couple of rounds I watched him, like one round he alternated at B anchor, and then the next round he went up cat, which is fine. I just like to get a beat on where he's going, just to try and understand. I mean, now there's more economic fuckery going around. Sprite sold his, and now Alt is a scout.
Okay, this is a little bit of a weird buy coming out of GF here.
How did the... Huh, okay.
I'm not really sure how it's been shifted around here. I assume that Alks... Well, no, Alks isn't even really in a position to look...
To drop,
right?
right? Yeah.
I mean, he's going to anyway.
Yeah. I mean, Bot's off is going to play damage. Yeah, people posted up here on lawn. That's good, but Ginge is better.
Ginge is just going to get 2. And they're staring down a 3 versus 5, and the round is barely even 47%.
Yeah. I mean, the flashes were great, but again, that op in mid and you don't smoke doors, it means that the CTs can play 3 strong towards A every time, and now they've got a boost in a power position. And I mean, bot's even throwing util for verified tucked in this corner here on B bomb site. So if GF try to burst out B and they don't check, either corner, this could be dangerous. At the same time, it is a 1 on that B bomb site. There is a way back in if they can recognize it, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to do so. And again,
I mean, formerly verified in a power position here, though.
yeah, and is Jibbin going back to throw? Okay, he's gonna throw door smoke here. So this is dangerous now for verified. If he dies, bot's not gonna be able to help him.
No, but at the same time, I mean, 3 versus 5. All formerly verified really has to do is get almost gonna get 3. Bot is going to finish the kill on the Jibbin. And that's the Shinobi going up on the 8s with a absolutely wrecked economy in the hands of GF.
OS's CT protocols are so good, right? This is how you play Dust 2. You put your scope in a power position right now in mid, right? Because GF hasn't been smoking mid doors consistently. So that allows you to stack lawn because you don't need to worry about cat whatsoever. Bot has you covered. And I mean, verified played that so smart to drop off the height after he gets that first kill. And I mean, they're in good position to tie this map up.
Looks like GF are going to get in the mid here, but OS is not really donating them.
Ah, what a shot! A second?
Tiny, almost 3. Holy.
Waiter, more smoke!
Bot is going to whip his off shot and get off the angle as quickly as he possibly can. GF going to get forced back a little bit onto Cat. Our prod is talking about being sucked dry in Twitch chat. All is good in the world.
Just a regular day at work, bro.
Is going to get another 2. 3K bot is going to claim one on the strike. Only verified on all. That is 4 alive for the Shinobi, and that's a tie game.
Yeah. So even if you smoke mid doors, OS doesn't care, and they just get spam kills through it. So.
I mean, again, 003. His aim. I mean, I'll say this.
Yeah.
He's been caught out looking rather unaware a few times this game. I mean, the attempted 1 versus 5 comes to mind, as well as the round where Chippin kind of caught him lacking on Cat. But you cannot deny that this guy has really changed the game. I mean, he's hitting shots that he really has no business to be hitting sometimes.
Yeah, and I think if he can get set up, right, if he can put his crosshair where it needs to be and not be forced to swivel around so much, right, you see that mechanical prowess. I mean, GF is out of ideas. I don't know what this is. Like, there's just 5 people shutting up at the long doors, and
yeah, I mean, they're scared. I mean, that's what this reads like. They are scared. OS kind of just has them in the blender, and I mean,
they're not going to expect 003 on this line. There's no shot.
They're not. I mean, this is a very, very 003 is going to get 1. Not going to get treated out. Going to get 2nd on the Plex. Spot on the Jibbin. This round falls apart before it really can keep going.
It is eerie how similar the first 2 maps are. Like, the first half is competitive, it's a back and forth slugfest, and then you go to the second half where the favorite team, the team that picks that map, gets onto the stronger side. It's like a blender. There's like no creativity whatsoever from like OS's T side on Inferno and now GF's T side on Dust 2, which, I mean, I don't know if it's shocking, but it has been a pleasure to watch just because it's been so methodical. There's almost nothing to say like bad about it.
No, I mean they're doing what they need to get done, right? Like I think that's the takeaway here. Like they know how to play this map. They kind of showed that they were out of their depth on Inferno. They didn't really know what they were doing, to be quite frank.
Sure.
But put them on a map where they have some experience, and I mean they're taking GF the distance here.
It just makes me excited for Anubis because I think both teams have played it this season. I think they've also played it in playoffs at least once so far. I just want 2 competitive halves. You know what I mean?
But you are assuming that we're going to be going to a 3rd here.
Yeah, I can hear the voice in my head. I hear you talking too. Like, GF has shown absolutely nothing after the Pistols. Like you thinking that they can win this game. By the way,
they can't be forced to retake the bomb site as a terrorist, can they?
No, they cannot. I mean, you could if you're freaky. 003 now in a bit of trouble. I mean, well,
Andy J has the most composure. He's good at stuff people dry. Is this true, Ethan? Ethan, are you here? How do you respond to the allegations? Oh, 003 is going to get out
out?
alive.
Okay, so he's like a magician too.
What can't he do?
Who's that? Dust 2 apparently. Win an Inferno.
I mean, this OS is absolutely suffocating GF here.
This
I
is their
mean,
best chance. Again, it's unverified here. Can he like anchor this bomb site, this weak side bomb site? Because they're lining up a door smoke, so 003 has to go to the window. They're actually throwing both smokes here, so it's really just unverified.
Oh, they're not clearing. Great trigger just went out of formerly verified. He's going to get 3.
Go to Anubis. Go to Anubis. Just go, man. Like it's so over.
Oh my, Andy J finds himself in a 1 versus 5. I fear you are not 003, pal. Gingy's going to get 1 on the Andy J. And that is 5 alive for OS.
Like, you can point to every single person on this OS roster now on Dust 2 that has made like a really strong play. Not just like mechanically speaking, but fundamentally speaking as well, right? That's 6 straight for them, and I think GF is just completely out of ideas on this map. Like whatever worked for them on the pistol in terms of that little split play on B, like just it hasn't manifested now on the rifles. As soon as OS gets better weaponry, the fact that they're mechanically sharp on this map and they also understand it to a much deeper depth, just that was their best shot. They had verified in a 1v3 on that site, and Bot was still able to get flashes over those smokes to like support him. So even though verified ate the first GF flash coming in, they didn't check him in time.
Yeah.
The first player swung out towards car, which is understandable, but the second player didn't get out wide enough, even though both window and door were smoked. So really, that second player should have no fear to just push out through, get onto that bomb site, clear that close corner, but verified makes them pay for it with that slow pace. And I mean, again, I think we're going to Anubis, man.
Right. Well, I mean, we'll see if the Barracudas have come up with any ideas after taking that tie pause. It looks like right now the call is just fast out long. Nobody from here from OS who really contest it. It really, this A bomb site does look quite undermanned. It's just Gingy and Banana.
But you see GF slow down.
Is going to get here.
You see GF slow down. They're scared because they have 2 Mac 10s on this long rush. So what are they supposed to do? And they haven't thrown the elevator smoke yet.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is slowed down. Banana is going to get caught out here by Flex. That's an opening kill for ground fishing. Gingy finds himself supported by Bob. He's still in a bit of a weird position. He is, and he's gonna whip. Alright. He's going to give one over to Ox, traded out by 003. Versus 4. Now versus 4. 003 is going to get 1 on the flag. And God Fishing answer back.
So remember when I said that OS was fundamentally playing this map well?
Yes.
They completely lost their mind this round. I
Yeah.
have no clue why Banana felt the need on known lawn presence to try and get himself to car when that space just isn't worth anything. He also didn't have a crossfire from sight to like actually take advantage of. And then Bob with an op tries to flash through the elevator smoke.
Waiter,
more tease. The good news for OS is that if they just don't play like idiots, they'll be okay.
You're asking a lot, Steph.
I know,
the
but they're
starting
doing
to
so
stack up.
good.
The day is getting longer.
But they were doing so good. Like I don't understand why they just started doing that.
Well, you gotta do a little bit of trolling.
Okay,
That's
sure,
the
that's fine.
name of the game. You gotta do a little bit of trolling.
Okay, that's fine. Then they get to troll one round. If they let GF get one weapon, I'm gonna scream. Actually, if GF get to 11 because they're playing well, that's fine. That's one thing, right? To get outstratted. It's another thing to like push through a smoke with an op in hand.
Yes, 003 in this formally verified position, though. Although it does look like GF are just kind of congregating around the mid door. Banana is going to get 1 on the flex and spawn out another T. very
talk, Banana.
weird position. He wants it, man. He wants.
He
this
loves
bad.
looking for aggressive plays, man. Sometimes it works like he did there, but I mean, he was so prone to get traded out, but it's okay. 5v4 and GF looks to regroup, and they're going to go up cat or they're going to throw mid to B here, but Bots Op is in a new position. I don't think it's been on cat for a while. And they instead opt for mid to B.
That mid to B smoke is very fresh. Banana's gonna get one on the aux after aux.
Going back up for more. He went up for more. Go on.
Waiter.
Oh.
He's gonna get shut down by Sprite ultimately, but 003 is still here on this B bomb site, and it looks like they're not too aware of the fact that he could be here. 003 has one he's never mind. I take it back. I take it all back.
Okay.
But you love a B retake.
Yeah.
Numbers advantage for the
Oh.
What am I watching?
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, man.
That's match point for the Shinobi.
Verified. I sympathize with Verified so much. He thought he got a spray down onto Sprite, and then he transferred his spray thinking that Sprite should be dead because he has an AK. It's a 96 and 4, or it's an M4. At that range, like a 96 and 4. Like, are you kidding me? But he probably hit the legs twice. So that's okay. All is well. Banana psychopath in mid. It pays off, and it gets OS to 12. And,
Hey,
I mean,
he got his. He got his, and
he got his
two
times
more.
3. He got his times 3. And I mean, that puts GF on a triple Mac 10.
We are
Okay.
Bot opening one up on the ball too. Has cooled off. Gone from I believe.
Yeah. I mean,
Double
Dust
03 is
2
gonna get one on A, traded out by Sprite. And get some damage down. He's just okay.
Yep. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Look at how they played. OS will take map 2 and equalize the series at 1-1.
And we know how to pick up Star. I think every single game we've casted, I feel like, has either gone to overtime or gone to 3 maps. So
Yeah. I mean, again, for me, it's. I think credit where credit is due. Both teams are obviously picking maps that they feel really strongly on, right? And they demonstrate that proficiency. I just hope the third map is competitive because if it ends up being a stomp, I'm going to be really upset. Because I think now I've gotten a taste. Like, map 1 showed me what GF can do when they're structured, right? When they know all of their grenades, they know their setups, they play with confidence. The way they shut down Banana on Inferno, like, eons better than anything OS did that half, right? You go to Dust 2, you get a 7-5 advantage, you win the pistol, and then you don't get a single rifle round until like 12-9, and even then, I don't mean to like steal valor, right? But GF did not win that round. OS lost them that round, you know. And now you go to Anubis. I don't remember the map bans, but I wonder who starts T side because I had a crash out on this map on Tuesday, and I've seen both teams' peaks. And if they play this T side on both sides between OS and GF to a high level, I'm going to be really, really impressed, right? I will forgive all prior sins. I will forgive pushing the smoke with an op. I will forgive that Dust 2 pistol. I will forgive whatever, shenanigans happen on, like, the mid pushes in Inferno, right? Because fundamentally, like, OS's CT side on Dust 2 was, like, as good as it gets. Like, GF's CT side on Inferno was as good as it gets, right? And we go to Anubis, a map with a very, very obvious bias, right? Like, it's very heavily T-sided if you have the right protocols, right? If you're smoking E-box, if you're smoking house, if you put pressure on hole, right? You don't give the CTs options to drop into canals. You punish their aggressive peaks in E-box. If the CTs don't understand that they shouldn't be smoking B, or if they don't take boats control at any point, this is a really technical map on Anubis, and I really, really hope that both teams will play it to its potential.
Right. Well, on that note, folks, you heard it here. You can buy Starlings Gold, which is good Counter-Strike, and I hope that we do see some good Counter-Strike on Anubis, but for now, we are going to take a short break, and we'll be next.
We both know it's too late. Forgot our nights we had. We both know it's too late. Forgot our nights we had. Who said we can't forget even if it don't storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands.
All right.
We're so back. We're so back. We're so
Yeah.
We're so
Thanks,
back.
Jimin. We will do our best.
We are so back. It is indeed a good luck, have fun. We're going into map 3 here. Gone fishing starting on the P side.
Double smokes.
B side.
Single molly.
So util out here on the Gone fishing boys. Looks like they're going to be taking the bomb over the B bomb site where there are 3 OS defenders right now. This could get ugly.
Temple smoke.
Banana is going to donate a kill over to Andy J almost immediately.
Yeah, they're gonna drop hole here and split B.
That does look like, yeah, that's what they're doing. I mean, it's gonna go. Oh, what? Oh, formerly verified. Reminder on the strike. Gonna get another one on the AUX. Bot. Formerly verified can unfortunately not convert a third, and it's 003 in a 1 versus 3. They know where he is. It might be over. He needs to get these. I mean, these kills all need to be clean, but they are all isolated. Can't get the second one. And that is another pistol round for the Barracudas.
That's a really creative pistol. That's a really nice pistol. Verified did his best there. I don't think Temple was smoked. I don't know what they opted for the second smoke at. Maybe it was for Street, but really nice try. And I mean, Banana gets overzealous in mid, and GF just kind of accelerate off of it, right? That Temple smoke completely faked OS out. They pulled 2 players off of the E bomb site, and Verified could have totally just gone down by by his lonesome, but made it tough, but.
And it's an absolute shooting gallery for the T's. I looked at my second monitor for a second and then looked back over to see Plex and AUX with 5 kills between the 2 of them.
5 lashings for not paying attention to the stream.
Hey, I've got plenty of other. I've got some other endeavors. Watch, I'm cooking up.
Oh, okay, all right. You say I'm the premium pocket watcher.
Look. I've got some horses in the race. Like again, they're the fucked up horses, but they are in the race.
Yeah.
All right, first gun round here.
I like what I'm seeing from GF, right? Early E-box smoke, 2 cross canals, so they're going to put some pressure on a main here that looks like this round. 003 defending it, has a molly, but he's about to throw it right now, so they're blocking after that molly fades. Jin just rotating over, but he's mid. And I mean, it's a pretty standard 2-1-2. Look how adventurous 003 gets. Now confirms player.
Oh, 003 did not get one out on the Andy J there.
And HG didn't get Andy.
99 damage, but
Yeah.
no cigar.
But there's players behind him now in canals.
Oh, this is... Banana is taken out by Gibbon. Sprite unfortunately verified. This might be a save. He's in no position to do so. Bot finds himself in a 1 versus 5, and yeah, he's been running the save for a little while now.
Oh, I really wish Banana just went full psycho there and peeked out boats, because doubling back there gets him killed. Obviously he doesn't know it in the heat of the moment, but he had a timing before reinforcements were going to come from mid to T stairs to get a couple of back turns, and especially with Andy at 1 HP, I think he really could have wreaked some havoc. They weren't expecting a whole drop to come at them so quickly. They thought that most of the resistance would come through cams, like, you know, regular players. But as Banana tries to fall back, Verify tries to support him from E-box, but there's too many angles to look at, and they weren't expecting T-stairs at all. They probably thought all 5 Ts were grouped up outside A main. And GF is just way more decisive on that take, and off the opening kill from Andy, they get a clean round, which is really, really important on the bonus, mind you.
And Bot is not going to be able to save that M4 into the next. I mean, you hate to see a 99 damage out of 003 when you're not converted, but yeah, I mean, GF looking poised to get out to a 4-0 sprint here, considering OS's buy consists of nothing more than 2 Deagles. Oh, there's an MP9. Oh, and it's been traded out for a 5-7 with some utility.
Let's go over the crash out from Tuesday, and GF is already doing significantly better than HR versus DRG in the sense that they smoke either E-box or house, and they're taking significant space off of it, right? When you smoke off E-box, you're able to cross towards boats safely. They get into advanced positions on A main, and even though Andy J revealed his position with that Molotov, he's still able to get that trade kill, and that molly would have actually cut off any sort of potential like gun trade back on him. I wonder if they're going to continue smoking E-box. I wonder if they're going to introduce a house smoke, especially now that Sprite's popping, and he's heading towards mid or B here, right off the rip. It looks like they're still just going to go with E-box and a stair smoke now out from OS. So they're flooding canals.
Another one on 003, but is eventually taken out by Firmly Verified. Traded out by Andy J. Banana is going to die to that grenade. No, maybe not. Just 4 points of damage. And the round slows down, but GF, I mean, poised to take their 4th here.
Yeah. They know OS is in such a bad spot, so they're just going to see if they get another freebie. Bot might offer it up here to Andy in rugs. But I mean, regardless, they're going to play it patient, they're going to play it slow. They've got a minute, so it's theirs to use. Really nice shooting there out of Alex, and that should do it. Banana's here in mid. We'll catch the bomb crossing into cams, but 19 HP should be a deal. Yeah, Sprite's aware.
Sprite is ready for him, and OS looking a bit lost here. I mean, this team has played Anubis 3 times this season.
I think GF's game plan coming in is rock solid, and it's going to fall onto OS to kind of break this E-box smoke earlier. I think on the first gun round, that bonus round that GF was trying to convert 2 rounds prior, Verify broke it open, but the smoke kind of bloomed in a weird way for him, and he didn't get any info off that break. I wonder if they're going to do it earlier, if they're going to double E-box. Bot's op is out, and he's going mid right now, noticing the lack of house smoke, and it's a good call. He's going to get a fight here with Sprite.
The question is, Flex is going to get one on a 003, and Bot is not going to make his own op shot in middle.
Still playing 2 mid.
Flex, but this feels like it as GF round written all over the wall here.
Well, hang on, this is a psycho.
Really. Oh, okay, Banana is going to get one on the Sprite, and looks like he's going to do now, but
wow.
J is just going to collect directly on the Bot and Banana. ADJ, that's Blow is going to expose Gingy. And Formerly Verified finds himself in a 1 versus 3 with only 51 points of health.
GF is now banned lurking in smokes. Sorry, OS.
No fun allowed.
Hey, it's map 3 of a playoff series, man. There shouldn't be any fun allowed. And I mean, GF is playing this by the book.
Okay, or excuse me, Formerly Verified is sticking around quite a bit, but it looks like he is eventually going to make his way out of there. Gibbon would have heard him there, but it doesn't look like OS are too interested in taking this gun out of his hands. Oh my, alright, that's why you're not the author, Formerly Verified, that's okay.
Yeah. I'm still looking for OS to throw some kind of wrench into GF's game plan because GF is just so content to smoke E-Box and get boats control, right? And they're just getting better support in MA and they're just winning that fight early. OS doesn't have a response for it. They don't have a counterpunch coming out of B main for information. They sat 2 mid that round and Andy J sat them down. It was like lightning shots coming through hole. That's a tough angle to hit, and Andy hit it twice.
Yeah, you know, this is gonna sound very forehead-y, but I mean, like, OSC shooters are not shooting. I mean,
Yeah.
Formerly Verified has 4 kills out of the 6 total for OS through 5 rounds of play.
Yeah, and I mean it doesn't help that Banana just went down to Sprite's op and mid. Again, GF is deliberate. They're not smoking house because Sprite wants to fight it.
Yeah, and I mean, he's showing that he can handle it, to his credit.
And now GF just cuts through, and they're going to make OS sweat here. Bot had a chance there to equalize with a tough shot on the cross to Boats. Bomb still in T-spawn. Now it's going to start grouping up over towards A, and it's really just Verified on site by his lonesome. As Ginge is going to be pushing on mid, Sprite misses a shot, and that's an equalizer. So 4v4 now for OS, and Bot doubles down, gets Gibbon. So OS's best chance to win a round comes here in round 6.
Andy J is going to start creeping out on the A. Oh, he does not catch Formerly Verified on the cake swing. That is a bit of a timing moment, but also, I mean, Andy J wasn't really prepared for it. Formerly Verified going to get nated down. They're going to take all the time with them. Gingy is going to double down on the flex, and OS are on the board in map 3.
Yeah, it was good. Something needed to change, and Ginge takes matters into his own hands. He pushes up mid, right? Again, another kind of ratty push, if you want to call it that, but it works, and Sprite's not ready for that kind of aggression. And Bot hits a shot crossing canals, so he kind of sounds the alarm towards Verified. I think Verified was more on edge than he probably would have been had that kill not come through. I do wonder if GF is going to change up a little bit and start hitting this B-bomb site. It feels like they haven't hit it once. But they open the same default. It's still an E-box smoke, nothing really contesting house, and 2 players starting in front of
him. 003 is going to get one on the Andy J. Banana is going to get one on the spam.
No way.
Going to get taken down by 003, not going to be able to convert the spam. And OS put their foot on the gas and set the pace of the round. And waltz into a 5 versus 2, now a 4 versus 2, after Banana gets perhaps a little too adventurous. Mid. Flex is going to spot out 003, get some damage onto
bomb site right now, so Plex could get another kill here on Pizza. Bot's op is going to tuck into B main here, and this is a much better position now with 3 back site. 45 seconds, and I think Jeff is going to make an attempt here, especially if Plex can get another kill.
Yeah, I mean, the T's are creeping up canals here, making their way up toward E-Box. Box 5-7 is going to collect one flags, walk through the scope, get one on the Sprite. Sprite is going to take down 003 as a bit of a consolation prize, but yeah, I mean, OS doubles their round total. Formerly Verified coming online a little bit here, getting some of these kills. Bot with some great kills that round as well.
I think OS is starting to catch on to GF's game plan a little bit. Like that E-box smoke is a little too predictable in terms of whether or not GF wants Canals control. You see Threes just spamming the smoke, and he just gets a great kill through it. But every single time they've smoked E-box, they tend to go Canals. So the spray is well founded, if anything. And now switching from bots off in E-box. Again, he's gonna blow the smoke open. That's a good amount of information that nobody's crossed stairs at least. Settle.
Is going to be having a smoke spam battle with 003. 003 is eventually going to win out, but not after taking quite a bit of damage. Banana, again, just really close and personal with his mid fight.
I mean, did you see him on Dust 2? He loves the fight.
Sure, you know, it worked out on Dust 2. It did not work out at all on Inferno, if you remember.
99% of ego pushers stop right before they get a 4K. Okay, Bananas is coming.
I believe you. I believe in you, Banana. If you're watching this VOD, I believe in you. Keep swinging them, friend. Right, looks like GF are going to kind of get themselves set up for an A main execute here. Two defenders on the site with Banana not too far away in mid.
Verified smoke is huge here. Did they go through it? Yeah, they have.
It looks like they are. Banana is going to get one on the fire. Banana, ooh, Andy J just flying wide to that smoke. OS are going to collect their third.
I think OS have recovered this half so well. Like they understand what GF is going for now. This kind of like defaulty setup that GF is defaulting like into, where they just go like 2B, 2 mid, and then they're just putting a little bit of pressure in boats, but they're not really like challenging A main right at the rip of the round. You see Verified still has a smoke in hand at like 40 seconds left on the clock. And he had a Molotov too, so he feels really calm on this A bomb site, and he's been able to save the stall util for so long that it's really starting to bite GF in the ass. They need to up the tempo a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, OS are, you know, they're starting to play themselves into this round. I think, or this map, excuse me, I think, you know, Anubis still T-sided even after the changes.
Oh.
Not fully run it. Alright, going to stick around. Right behind is eventually Banana and 003 here to clean up his mess. 003 will double down, but not one. Given is a dead man walking. It is formally verified quest for him. That's a fourth for OS, and I mean GF. I'm not going to be coming into this round with a great buy. I mean, two AKs tops on the Plex and Jiven. Tactile's coming in here.
Yeah, they need to rethink their entire strategy, because what worked the first 5 rounds was great, right? But your opponent is going to adapt to some extent, and the lack of an opening kill has really hurt GF on these. And I don't think they play at a tempo, or they don't play tight enough to actually find a consistent opening, if that makes sense. It was really relying on Sprite's op. Sometimes like Andy J would get a pick in A main, right? But OS just kind of realized that if I don't challenge A main, GF also doesn't really want it right off the rip. And then they also don't really want anything else right off the rip. So I can just sit back and save my util and then just let GF kind of walk into me, and everything will be, you know, hunky-dory. I still think GF needs to up the pace, and they don't need to up the pace in a way that like they peak before the smokes blew on B, right? And Bot gave them a lot of chances to really get out, and they didn't really take it in stride.
Bot on the Annie J, another opening goal goes the way of OS. Are trying to find their way into this B bomb site. Jibbit is going to get one on the bot after he gets caught in a bad position. Hopefully verified. Not going to be able to get any utility damage other than that grenade. Sprite is going to get one on the Banana. And the pace change, you know, it's a little messy at first, but it does end up working. GF are on this bomb site. Numbers advantage post plant. Can they convert?
With E-Box and Temple smoked, I don't think OS is...
003 is going to take out Jiven, traded out by and totally verified are making this.
It's got it off, it's planted in a smoke.
Oh. a little close.
Yeah. Good read by
But
GF,
you know what?
right?
Look at GF's economy after that round, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's not pretty, but it's a round win, and it's a really, really important one. And it's a good read, I think, out of GF to recognize that there's only one guy in E-Box, and the other guy's playing, like, either street or, like, straight-up backside on B. So if we can just run the E-Box guy down and then kind of flood our way out and actually play behind the smoke wall that we throw, B is actually not a hard site for us to take. Change the setup off of it. There's still with a solo op in E-Box, there's smoke here either. So GF doesn't really have the money to buy smokes this round. So,
And I mean, and based on where the bomb is, it does look like this is, they're angling toward finish this toward the A bomb site. If I had to bet, where formerly verified does stand alone at the moment. Obviously, Gingy and Banana are pretty close by and able to render support, but
I mean,
look like this may be shifting over toward mid here.
yeah, but Banana just psycho peeked again, and he saw nothing. That flash was insane. Instead confirmed presence as GF march up.
Yeah, they are, and they're going to be hearing this as well.
Yeah, and it's two players holding hit. Oh no,
Banana posted over in a lead, just waiting. That is a temple smoke. Banana is very keenly aware.
Yeah, he's doing it again.
Yeah, can't connect on the shot.
What?
Going to make what I think is the wise play.
No, he's one back out.
No, he's
back out.
back in. He's back in, and he's gone down to a back 10. Formally verified.
Oh.
He unfortunately not going to be able to put anything down.
Bomb has been planted.
Now WO3 is going to get one on the sprite. Eddie J is going to collect one on the bot. WO3 finds himself in a 1 versus 2. Alts on half HP, but this is a very, very difficult retake. And yeah, no, he's not going to clear out Alts, who is going to collect. GF getting a 7.
Yeah.
OS are going to have a bit of a weaker buy here coming to the last round of the half. They're not going to be enough rifles to go around. Gingy and Bot both only working with upgraded pistols here.
Sprite's off back on the field. I want to see
Anna out in the canals is going to get Alps down to half HP, but ultimately not able to collect. You live by the banana peak and you die by the banana peak. I mean, it really is how this series has gone. I mean, map 2 with Banana was OS won, and on the maps where he is not, OS has struggled. Bot is going to collect on the Sprite, so Sprite is going to be able to call out to install both of these. 003 is on 18 HP, 83 HP. Bomb is down.
healthy, but they have so much more
Low
utility.
HP though.
This is.
Okay, Jibbin
You-
will collect.
You really can't teach this OS dog new tricks, man. Like, you really can't.
Okay, Bob will get one on the I mean, this isn't. There's a kit down, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have the presence to go half wall though. And his bomb's already more than like 2/3 of the way ticked off. And this is.
Yeah, I mean, Jibbin will make sure that there's no conversation whatsoever. That is an 8-round key half for the Barracudas.
Yeah.
Shinobi fighting for a slot in the finals, fighting for the chance to go back to back here.
Yeah. I mean, really, really nice adaptation out of GF after they gave up 4 straight to OS. They changed a couple of things up, but I think the more important thing is they just started playing a little bit more tight to each other rather than so loose. Like, it's okay to open in a looser default if you can actually group and hit, like some of the bomb sites that they were hitting. And just a little bit more early pressure to force the Uto out of A earlier. And, I mean, it paid off well, and they found their form back a little bit, too. It felt like they started winning a couple more fights that they were losing earlier. But OS now on the favorite side, right? If they win pistol.
The question is, can OS win a pistol, though? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think they might have won maybe 1 of the 5 pistols we've seen so far.
That probably checks out.
Looks like OS are going to be barreling toward an the A bomb site, GF gamble stacking B, and it is not going to work out, especially with Banana here. We're off this mid lane.
Banana hold.
Barracudas are
Are you
going to
sure?
have to go the wrong way around, all the way into the Banana will, continue to keep the attention of the mid players. And DJ will get one on the Judy, Sprite on the Banana, and Ults on the top. Verified.
Oh.
1 versus 4 attempt for 003. He will get the first 2.
Yeah.
There's the third.
Tap
It
off the
was-
tap. 003.
Going to convert it. That's a 1 versus 4 to give the Shinobi, I believe, their second pistol round of the night.
Great call. Really well played.
Needed,
you
to
know,
be frank. I really just needed. That keeps the hope of winning this map and the series alive.
You know, King, you can play in the smokes on pistols because they can't afford HEs and they don't have automatics to spam the smokes in. So really smart from 00 and 003. O's is just getting Thanos snapped now after winning a pistol. That's just not one of the rules of the universe, apparently.
I not allowed, folks. You heard it here first. OS not allowed to win pistol rounds. At least not this late. No.
CSC putting in their own FIFA ruling to just overturn the OS pistol.
Our prod isn't admin today. I would reckon Mr. Admin here has something to do with that.
Oh no. That's crazy. That's crazy. Open corruption in our league. But yeah, I am kind of curious now to see how OS plays the rest of this half outright with the initiative having won that pistol. Though you see GF is forcing down, so this round is going to be explosive because obviously if GF loses it, they're going to give up a tied game at 8-8. But I just want to see because GF really liked to pressure house, right? When Sprite got an op, they constantly left house unsmoked. They would molly doors or molly hole a couple of times, but really a lot of the pressure was in canals and boats. I wonder if OS is going to play a little bit more towards that B bomb site, go for the B splits through E box, through B main, or if they're going to share the same focus that GF had through mid and through A. It felt like A took a beating on that Barracuda T side, and I wonder if OS is going to replicate that at all. That's a PP Bison.
Is it? Where?
Yeah, on
On
pot.
bot. Wait,
feel
no,
like I
no,
have
go,
someone
go,
else.
go back to the PP box.
He's going to be so upset when 4 people on GF have had armor.
All 5 of them have. Only one of them that has no helmet.
And Plex just took that was the headshot that Plex took.
Oh man, Cinnabon, folks. Although Otis not really left with a lot of space here. Andy Day has kind of inserted himself as a thorn into canals. Does look like OS is at least somewhat aware of the fact that he could be here. Oh, maybe not.
Out here, PP Bison, beautiful.
The PP Bison kill, folks. Is that the? I hope that's the first PP Bison kill. Before. Actually, no, I forgot that we had. That's definitely not the first PP Bison kill. Oh man, Jimin will get a consolation prize killing Banana, but this is looking like an undoable 1 versus 5 attempt.
Yeah, and I mean GF forced, right? So OS will take a 6 here. They should be getting a 7th, provided they don't shut out an anti-eco. But the way they played this round was about as good as it gets, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but
right?
you say that, but OS has.
Sure, but they're a changed team, King. We're on Anubis. We're on map 3. Look at how they played so patiently in this round, right? Like bot
That's a
actually
triple kill
jumping
for the PP
jumps the
Bison,
corner.
by the way.
Yeah, it's the best gun in the game, duh. Okay, but I think they were so patient on the antique. It was really well played, and let's see how OS continues this T side. I wonder if they're going to change pace, right? I don't expect it on this round, and even if it does happen on this round, it doesn't really matter too much. But I do want to see the rifles come out for GF, and I wonder what default they're going to sit in, because OS constantly played that 2 mid, but it didn't feel like the 2 mid really got them anything. A couple of times they tried to drop one to size up, and a couple of times they pushed mid. There's only really one that binge. Sprite gets 003 though.
J will get 2. Oh, it's weird. This is so
They're
weird.
shutting out.
Bot is getting one onto Jibbin though, formerly verified on the Andy J. Pulse and Sprite kind of left here on the B bomb site.
If OS decides to go A here, GF is super aware of it. They've just gambled on B entirely, so they need to be careful. It looks like they might go back into canals here, but if they end up on A, this is dangerous.
Looks like they are going to funnel in through E-Box here onto an open B-bomb site.
Yeah. Don't gamble, kids.
I don't endorse that message. As the former AGF for the gambling franchise, keep gambling, kids.
Still a 2v2, no defuse kit, and I mean, Sprite has armor. I mean, Armored Deagle's gonna be dangerous, but Alex is hurt here, and uh-oh. 33 HP on bot, and Alex just got a gun.
Formerly verified will kill Sprite though.
Yeah.
And the no armor aim punch means bot will get one on the Ox. Sorry, I forgot to get water here in our last break, so absolutely just raw bot cast right now.
Do you want to switch or no?
No, I'm good. I'm so
Okay,
locked in. I'm locked in.
Stay locked in. Stay locked in. This could go to the distance here.
If this goes to overtime, I'll be like for now we're chilling. OS versus GF. This is the first gun round of the second half. OS only up after a 4 half in favor of Confition. Caught out Alex on the jiggle, but is not going to connect. Formerly verified is going to just barrel up mid and get one on the Jibbin though. Couple stroke and just put a ton of pressure on the ADJ, who's the only defender on this A bomb site.
Yeah, but they're all funneling through cams. Let's see how many can get. Not a single one.
The answer is 0. The answer
Yeah.
is 0. 003 owns him.
Yep.
And that is a 5 versus 3 post plant on the A bomb site for OS. And Sprite is going to connect on the bot, 8 feet out of play. I almost wonder if that's just worth saving. But it doesn't look like that's Gonfish's plan here.
No, Sprite's already running. Sprite wants that off. Screw this round. Just let him tie the game up and just grab that op. I don't hate the save call. I mean, OS played with a tempo that GF was not ready for, and it seems like GF is gonna open in a 2-1-2, which is really weak. And I think Jibbit just needs to play a little bit further back so he doesn't get run over as easily, because he got flashed in house, and I mean the Zerg rush was just on him in a hurry. But optic in a way, it is a really potent tool on this Anubis CT side, right? Like you can move it around a lot. You can. It's really strong to deny that early A main peek. If you don't smoke B main, which you shouldn't be doing, that's a really strong line for the op as well. That's what Bot was trying to look for at the start of the round last time. Just couldn't quite get it. But it goes.
And you know, despite Banana and Shinji continuing to struggle here, Bot and 003 have really peeled it back from that rough 5 after the half.
Yeah.
Sprite is going to whiff his kill on the mid fight early here. Going to kind of settle into what seems like a default in front of the siege and working trying to get the thing.
Oh.
Sprite is going to get flashed and cleared, traded back out by Jibbin though. Although that is a lot of damage on Jibbin. 47 HP after 003. Bot is going to get one on the flex. That leaves all the defender on this B-bomb site, and they know where he is.
Yeah, I don't know if DFP was meant for this retake. Banana's already in canals, he's clearing all of that, so you see Bot already turning around to hold B main. I mean, if he gets this kill, this is over. But oh, now he turns.
But Jibbin has not spotted him. There's no
Jibbin has
awareness quite yet.
No, he's got such an advantage. Bot's dead.
Yeah, Bot is down, but Gingy will get one onto Andy J. Aux on the Gingy, formulate back onto Aux. You know exactly where Jibbin is, 20 HP. Looks like he's going to do his best just kind of hold the T's in place. Hopefully, take some guns away, go into the next round.
Mid's a
on a
Mid's
bit
a
more of
problem.
an even footing, but
Yeah. Mid's a problem for Gone Fishing. They need to put a second player mid, right? Because OS is completely disrespecting it. They know there's an op there, and 3 just runs up anyway, like flashes into the opper, and Sprite was just fumbling nades and just gets caught.
and I mean OS has shown you time after time after time that they're willing to just like take these fights. They're
Yeah.
not scared.
The problem
I mean,
is
maybe they should be more scared, but they're
they
not.
should be. I don't know why GF is opening it a 2A, but they should simply just take one of the A players and rotate them into camps, right? That would help a ton. And I think, yeah, Gibbon's just going to start 2A here. He's just going to play inside Temple. He's going to play inside Unleash. He's going to back up Sprite's op. And that's, oh, no, and Gibbon left. So Sprite's alone in mid again. Just fired off a shot, so presence known. And you see Gibbon's a little bit closer now, like preventing the rush, but I think he needs to be dedicated towards supporting Sprite's op here.
Adessa in the chat says Ghost Range. Oh,
Cheering on his former wet
003 might find a delectable
Boost.
Oh, they heard them disassemble that boost. Oh, this timing is really good.
That's a tough
Oh.
shot.
Going to flub it on the alt. 003 is going to double down, and this B bomb site is wide open. Banana will get one on the Gibbon in mid. Jay is going to collect one back on Banana, though. This is a 2 versus 3 scenario for Jay.
Smoked off street, so this is really tough. I don't think they can go for this.
This might just be a safe call if you're on fishing here. I mean, there's not really any way back into this.
And if you go for it,
on Andy J, but if they go for this and lose, I mean they're staring down the barrel of 11 rounds for OS.
Plex is completely broke. Sprite has $150 and Andy J has $700. Alex is $300. Gibbon's the only person with a healthy econ. They cannot go for this. I mean, OS is playing this great, but one of the hallmarks of a strong CT defense on Anubis is the ability to make a mid-round, like, aggressive play for information. And GF's just a little too passive. They're just kind of getting exec'd on throughout. They're conceding Canal's control. They don't really push out mid, kind of like OS did, where they kind of, you know, we clowned on some of the pushes that Banana and Ginge were doing, but it worked every now and then. You have to try, right? You haven't gotten a single round on this CT side. You need to throw some kind of a curveball to make OS sweat a little bit, because if you're not, OS is taking Canal space, you're not challenging them B main, you're kind of just getting exec'd on both sides of the map, and at the start, because of all that mid pressure early, you're scared to peek mid.
The GF are going to buy back into this.
Sprite has to land this shot, by the way. The no smoke E-box is so disrespectful. He needs to get this onto Ginge.
He does. Although it doesn't look like Jim is too keen on giving it to him. OS has remarkably slowed down the early rounds. Sprite is going to get on the Ginge there on the jiggle. Although that is going to advertise to OS exactly where the op is.
But now you can play a player up, right? Now you can sit in that more passive mid default, and it's okay to not have that information because you can actually trade out a potential push on that side, and you have quick rotates into cams. Plex still has a molly, has a flash, has an HE, so if there's really pressure on Andy here in a couple seconds, like he has util to support.
.003 has been an absolute monster for OS this entire season. And he's going to open up the A line.
Wow!
Going to get another one on the flex. Going to verify he can as well to the mid lurk. And OS take a numbers disadvantage and turn it into a numbers advantage post plant. I mean, it's just mechanical.
Yep. Oh, come on.
This is just.
This is just confidence, yeah.
He's feeling himself. I mean, if they take away this op from Alt,
Yep.
I mean, GF not quite on the ropes here. They're going to have enough money to buy back in, but it's not going to be, it's not going to be the prettiest. You're not going to get a full belt on either Alx or Andy J, or Plex for that matter.
Yeah. Some rounds you win because you call a great strat. Some rounds you win because your individuals just step up in a really, really big way. I mean, 003 is just... That might be the round that sends them through to Grand Finals, and he should be really proud of that one. Just a great clear on Waterfall, and then the presence of mind to then speed up and try and catch that guy cams as he's pulling util out. Just the confidence and also just the play is so great. Again, no E-box smoke. Sprite has a chance.
Oh, but only hand by 003. That's his 20th frag of the night.
And this B bomb site is reeling. Look at the players from B main encroaching in.
Sprite is going to get one on a banana. Oh, but look at the bomb. The bomb is on the other side of the map. This is smoke and mirrors by OS.
Plex can save GF here. It's all on Plex. Literally season
really
on the line on
all
Plex.
riding on Plex. Oh, Jibbin, this is weird.
This kill doesn't matter because it's still all on A site.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, Jibbin. Fully verified. Plex.
Do they expect Plex here?
I don't know if they're going to expect him here. No, they're just going for the plants.
Yep.
Plex is eventually going to get taken out, and OS are going to get the bomb down. But GF with a numbers advantage retake situation coming in. Sprite on very low HP.
And dude, 003 still alive, man.
Bot is going to walk, give one right over to Sprite, and I mean, once again, we're calling on 003 to have a hero moment here. Beforehand, but he's going to have to get ahead of that molly. Jibbin is going to hold up, and that is a 9th for the Barracudas, the first round of this season.
Plex will keep GF fighting around longer. The discipline to not rotate with that much pressure on B bomb site is commendable. And yeah, they just kind of get bailed out by that fact. I don't think anyone on OS was expecting Plex to still be there, because why would he, right? They got an opening on B, they're dumping Yuto on it, street smoked, Molly's flying in, like, you would expect a complete evacuation of that A bomb site, but Plex stays firm, and that's a crucial one, right? You stay alive to fight another day because OS was just finding everything in that early round.
Here come OS going up mid once again, just showing that they're not afraid to take the right. And the 003 will go down the Sprite's off. And floating through the smoke, going to get one
way.
on the 80K. Going to eventually fall to Sprite off. Sprite with a triple. Absolute turret on this bomb site. Banana will get one over on the Aux, but he finds himself 1/4 into a 1 versus 4. Anna just wandering in
Actually,
A here,
okay.
hoping to find
I was about to say
somebody lacking. Looks like
Yeah.
Plex is going to be.
Yeah, there was a microsecond there where both Plex and Sprite were looking at cams, but good on Plex to turn around. And I mean, Sprite is this CT op. They're disrespecting Sprite, and Sprite is making them pay for it. There's no smoke E-box, right? He's just kind of contacting out A main. There's no flash support in from OS, and Sprite's been so key. Him and Plex, right, for the last couple rounds have been kind of floating GF above water, and this is their best chance to really tie it up here. Bob pulls an off out again, going towards A, but again, no house smoke, no E-box smoke.
Plex is going to drop out of the mid hole. Banana traded up by Formally Verified. Sprite going to go back onto Formally Verified. I mean, Sprite coming alive when his team needs him most.
And now they're walking back into his op again, back on B main. Players here, all from OS.
Aux is going to eat that A.
Oh, he reciprocates one right back onto Ginge. Can't Sprite you right now!
Oh my god, Sprite. I mean, just an absolute clinic from the Sprite these last few rounds, just coming alive, keeping on fishing in this game. Jibbin is going to catch Shinji on the smoke spam. Bot finds himself in a 1 versus 4.
And the T economy is in a bad state, King.
No, I mean, especially without a plant these last few rounds. I mean, they're going to have a buy coming in next round, but it does not look like they're going to have a top. Bot will get one on a Jibbin, a nice little consolation prize that forces CTs to buy back with another. Careful. Bot going to opt for the AK, not going to get anything done with it.
Sprite is being disrespected so bad, and Sprite is making OS pay. If OS loses this series, it will be because they don't throw an E-box smoke. if there's one flaw you want to point out in Sprite's game, and it's not even a flaw now that I think about it, but Sprite has been a little bit over-reliant on this E-box cross peak, right? And Plex supports Sprite by taking all the attention away by sacrificing himself out of hole, right? So that Sprite can get back out on that line, swing it, and then get that trade onto Verified. But OS really just needs to smoke E-box here, or they need to smoke house and rush mid. They got to do something different, because when they keep contacting into this op at such a long range, there's no ability to get a trade, right? Now they're on a round. They don't have the op because they've, been losing the last couple of rounds without any plans to speak of. And I mean, there's nothing to indicate that Sprite won't continue to take over this game because, one, they're not getting flashed off their lines. Two, they're not getting smoked off their lines either.
Oh man, no, and we have, I mean, a pretty just paltry buy coming in from the T's here. We have 2 Mac 10s, a Tech 9, AK.
This is overzealous. Sprite's going to get run down.
They're going to get 3. Formally verified and bought the Mac 10. Putting up a clinic on LS. That's an opening opportunity. A by the line post play. A lot of OS. Very, very beat up here, but it looks like Banana might have a bit of a timing here. Bob's gonna get one on the Aux. Flex gets the first 2. The last 3 players here are low, out of the question, but it doesn't look like he's going to be ready for Banana. That grenade's gonna do a lot of damage. He's gonna get a 3rd, ultimately going to fall. That puts OS on that series and grand finals.
Sprite commits the cardinal sin of sticking around too long and mid.
He was feeling
Can
himself.
I know. Can you blame them though? Like, can you blame them? But like, that could be the
could
series
be the
losing
nail in the
mistake.
coffin. Yeah, that could be the nail in the coffin. That is true. But ultimately,
Yeah, I mean, OS still needs to show. I mean, personally, me more like on this last round, if it's the last round of regulation, that like they could do something that's just not running people down. They need to be able to make a play like off of their own initiative and not off of like a blatant mistake from Gone Fishing. But that's a round you really, really, really want to have back. Like, you saw Sprite was so desperate to get an opening kill, just not realizing the gravity of the fact that 4 Ts were running at them. But again, just OS is really good at these fast, like, skirmishy plays, right? Fast tempo where the util doesn't matter a ton. What matters is pack rifling. What matters is being able to get trade kills out. What matters is being able to take space. They slow the map down a little bit. They let Sprite get settled in. Things start to go for the worse. So let's see if they try and do something fast again. And I got 5 Ts grouped up now doing towards B8. Wow. Al's just... Jesus. I mean... That's one way to shut down a fast play.
Yeah, and if you are wondering, whoever wins this map, their opponent has HG has edged out HR in 3 maps. And awaits the winner of GFOS in the finals.
Yeah. Sprite getting so much information right now, A main. No challenge, no flash, no nothing. So you see Andy J posted up deep in heaven, and Jibin just really just needs to stay alive here. Any information is a cherry on top, but staying alive is the most important part as he jiggles mid. 2 players still smoked off. I don't know if they're trying to fake this and go A. It's not going to be pretty, especially now that you can't drop hole and link up with your B players because you smoked them off. What?
I'll tell you.
Okay, 25 seconds left in the round here, and I mean, 3 GF players out towards A. They're gonna double back. Dropping box. It's on Plex and it's on Alts. Alts, 1, 2. Can't get a third.
Can't get a third. It's a 2 versus 3 for OS, but they are going to get the bomb down here.
No vision block left on OS.
This is to stay alive for the CTs for Gone Fishing here. Sprite, you've been so good. Can you go up again? Oh no. That's Gingy's 7th kill, is walking crosshair and killing him. He's going to get another. And he's going to get it. 003 is going to close it out. The Shinobi are going to be going to grand finals. Holy cinema. Thank goodness there's no overtime. I want to go to bed. What a well-played series, Starly. I mean, at least on Anubis. At least on Anubis. I mean, both teams had their moments, but on Anubis, they showed out. They showed up and showed out.
Yeah, I wanted a good map 3. I think I got it. Both sides, T sides were strong, and there were CT counter punches both ways too. Sprite's op really came alive, but it was a double-edged sword, man. You lived by Sprite's op and you died by it. And on the last round, even though Alex gets, you know, a crazy kill just spamming an op back through the smoke of all things, it wasn't enough to convert that advantage. And OS showed a little bit of creativity there, right? Faking pressure mid, dropping down. They took a page out of GF's pistol playbook, and yeah, that one's gonna sting bad, man. I know Sprite's gonna beat themselves up over the last 2 rounds. I really hope they don't too much, because the only reason why they even got to 11 in the first place was because of their op. You know?
No, I mean, if I'm Sprite there, I mean, really, like, you still gotta find yourself back. You did so much to get Codfish back into the game on the CG side. Yeah, you didn't quite bring it across the edge, you know, across the finish line there, but you gotta be proud of yourself. I mean, quarterfinals, or excuse me, semifinals is still a really, really great finish for this season. That being said, OS are going to go to Grand Finals and attempt to defend their title. We have a bit of an incident going on in Twitch chat here. on that note, before our cast gets further into this first.
I'm gonna explode, man. I'm gonna fucking explode. Just get us off.
I can't. Please end stream. I can't.